you know, peak comedy. And it's the thing that I was being like, yeah, you know, you gain a ton of XP doing this. It's fine. I've used Sinclair for 2 full chapters now. Motherfucker is not even halfway to leveling up. Please understand and take this to heart. Do not attempt to grind in the main story. It's not worth it. It's okay to do it as you go along like we are, but please don't like backtrack to do this. This is the worst idea ever. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna make a module so that way I don't overcap myself. There we go. Yes, you are.
임무 시작.
Who's ready for big sad boy hours? Now, here's a nice touch. If you'll notice that diagram on the wall, that is the exact same diagram, and the larger structure of this room is exactly identical to the main control room of the control team. Now, isn't that fun? It's a little bit quiet. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna turn this up a little bit. Just a little bit.
제발 그만해.
시자가
Fuck,
고통을
oh, damn it.
노는군.
You guys didn't see that.
필시
Here, you know what?
거지다
Fine.
것이다. 신경 쓸 건 없다.
Here, there you go.
이제 제발 그만해. 너무 고통스러워서.
I mean, I already have the team selected, so sure, I'll let you pick one of them in the first fight.
아니야. 정말 아파. 아프다고요.
불순물을 몸에 붙일 때는 아프지 않았는가? 인간이기를 그만두는데 마음이 소리치진 않았는가?
그만. 이자가 참회를 하기엔 이미 늦었다. 보아라. 눈물도 흘리지 않지 않는가? 거짓 고해라는 것이다. 아니야. 눈물 흘릴 수 있어. 그러니까 제발.
확인하지 않을 필요까지는 없지 않겠는가?
물론 거짓 없는 울음은 인간성을 의미할 테니. 감사합니다. 정말 감사합니다. 자, 그대의 눈을 들추어 보겠다.
눈물샘마저도 추악한 불순물로 몸에 붙인다고 하니 직접 보지 않으면 신뢰할 수 없다. 그대의 눈을 뽑아 그 자리에 살이 들어차 있다면 내보내주도록 하지.
뭐? 안 돼. 안 돼.
Nah, I hate these fucking
이단은
machines.
원래와도 같군. 홀로 자리하지 않고 끊임없이 대업을 방해하는 것이 아주 흡사하도다.
I'm a little upset that I can't like verbally censor
이번엔
myself.
나도
I wish I
한번
had like a
나서보고
soundboard
싶었어.
that just has the censor sound effect. I really wanted to censor myself saying machines. Get banned on Twitch. Disgusting heathens. Off we go. Alright, fine. You can pick one. Pick which one of these is your favorite. You know what? We've had enough of Rodion. Here we go on.
하룬 등장. 다들 기뻐해.
And you know what's Effie and Sauda, you can come too.
여기는 소.
You guys can come too. Alright, pick your unit. I can't change the identities. You just get to pick one. Ishmael, the fantastic. Well, she was already coming anyway. Good choice.
이번엔 어떤 짓을 한 악인들이요?
This is the team I was using and have been using and will continue to use. Excellent choice. We're specifically picking the bad units as the gimmick. Bad units, caveat, they need to be poised. Is the
부상 없이
shtick.
나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
당신들은 상관없을지도요.
Fuck you, Effie and Sauda.
악인들을 해치우세나.
Speaking of which, we haven't actually found Saud yet. Found Effie, but we're not sure what
기절했나?
Saud is.
차릴 수 없을 것이오. 대성공
Feels nice to be back in a dungeon.
이기는 편.
Here, my ego resources don't just fade away after fights.
위협 대상 제거. 뭐야? 그새 제법 싸우는 폼이 발전했는데요.
소드식
괜찮으세요? 일어설 수 있으시겠어요? 에피는 어떻게 살아있죠? 밖에서 만났죠?
네, 살아있어요.
잡담은 그만하지. 또 그 이상한 것들이 기어오는 듯하니.
It's very telling that this is one of the few people that we've noticed in the city thus far that when they're dying, they asked about someone else. Saud may have been a little bit mean to us, but she cared about Effie, at least somewhat.
이번엔 어떤 짓을 한 악인들이요?
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
박살내주마.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
너무 쉽잖아.
처리했어. 대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까? 기절은 위협 대상 제거.
There's a machine in this dilapidated room. A long, bulky lever's at the center of the machine, adorned with springs. The urge to pull it is growing, stronger and stronger. What will you do? 50-50? Hell yeah. Putting a spontaneous thought into action is as impulsive and uninhibited as a child reaching for off-limits marshmallows. You pull down the lever, a clack follows soon after. The springs begin to turn, some slow, some quick. Some clockwise, others counterclockwise. Watching the machine's rumble grow wilder, you feel anxious. 50% chance of ego? Failure's nothing. Machine stopped at last. What's happening? In the machine's stead, the room now began to tremble and crack. A moment later, the ceiling splits open, giving way for thousands of nails diving downward. Outside, now! Damn it, I told you this is a bad idea to mess with it. You and the sinners quickly evacuated the room, but not without harm. You see a large gate in the distance. There's something eerie about the pointed fences and stone walls. It looks to be the only way through this area, but it's guarded by a large number of inquisitors. Is there anything you can do about them? Ahem. Strike them from behind. Run a pride check, then begin a combat encounter. Pass to buff all allies and reduce the number of waves by 1. Distract them. Run a lust check. Then begin combat encounter. Pass to reduce the number of waves by 2. Confront them directly. Begin combat encounter with all 3 waves. I'm doing this one. You know what? I don't think I've ever picked this one. We'll do all of them. Violence. Good answer. Sometimes the simplest solution is best. Separating a sinner from the group to attempt some silly trick might end up putting us at a disadvantage. Let's face them head on.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야.
그 누구도 볼
알지?
수 없게.
당신들은 상관없을지도요.
기절했나?
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
It's typically rare to be this early to be at this point of the game and be fighting 3 waves of enemies. Usually this is saved for like mini bosses or big encounters. So to voluntarily pick 3 waves is
완전한 침묵.
pretty noticeable. However, it's something that I actually advocate for in this context because there are fully heal stations. So taking health and sanity damage is only a temporary threat. However, when you do fights, you permanently gain access to the ego resources you generate in combat. So yes, combat does, take health in something, but you can get your health back. But there's no events that just give you ego resources. Every single one of these turns, I'm gaining. Here's a wrath, lust, envy, wrath, sloth, gloom. One into all of these.
머리통을
Very nice. It's
박살내주마.
actually one of those wraths was a guard. I'm like, idiot. That's why sometimes it's totally valid to go for additional fights that you might otherwise not need to do. Just so that way, you can, get more resources. But we know these fights aren't going to be hard, so you can instead use these fights to prep up for a bigger fight later that may be hard. Just because the game phrases a combat counter as something of a negative doesn't inherently make it so. As well as the fact that we're now engaging with clashes and killing enemies, all of which grants sanity. You notice Mariachi Sinclair does not have full sanity. He's only at 13. Give it some time, he may get there. Same with Dawn.
위기에 강하다.
Otis as well.
그런 거야.
Dawn just won a clash, now she's at 39 sanity. That's sanity she would not have had for the next fight.
침묵. 완전한 침묵. 위협 대상 제거.
너무 쉽잖아.
내 피가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다.
제압 실시.
Dawn cap sanity, very nice.
다음은 침묵을 안겨주죠.
Otis, Dawn, and Sinclair are the ones that needed
내 피가
sanity, I know.
배고파했어.
Otis used to be at negative sanity, and hey, Sinclair's getting there.
머리통을 박살내주마.
And heck, it doesn't even have to specifically be clashes. Sanity just lets you overall deal more damage. Heads are a damage up, and sanity gives you more heads coins, even if it is one-sided. Oh, Rodion.
이런.
Ow.
대안에도 충분합니다.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
악인들을 해치우세나.
Very nice.
완전한 침묵.
관리자님, 앞으로는 확인 사살을 기본 전투 계획에 넣는 것이 어떠신지 건의드립니다.
Is it fucking Guido again?
이단은
Again with this shit.
말살되어야 한다.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Is this what we've been doing to people? This feels awful.
그리고 나머지는 정화한다.
멈추세요. 움직이지 마시길 바랍니다. 그 시계를 돌리는 순간 제 총이 그대로 머리를 꿰뚫어 버릴 거예요. 그렇게 쳐다봐도 저한텐 안 들려요. 하지만 말해드릴게요. 당신을 없애는데 협조하면 에피는 살려서 보내준다고 했어요.
시간을 지나치게 오래 끌었다. 그렇군. 그들 또한 이단이라는 것이군.
너희들 다 미쳤어. 제정신이 아니야.
지는 자께서 말씀하셨지. 그대도 또한 지는 자일 수 있었다고. 그러나 쉬는 방향이 잘못되었군.
아니요. 이제 안 도망쳐요.
좋은 대답이네요, 싱클레어 씨.
스스로 멸망에 이르는 자들이여, 망치는 계속해서 그대들을 쫓을 것이니.
에피는 역시 죽었죠? 당신들은 허술해요. 거짓말을 하려면 좀 그럴듯한 표정이라도 짓던가요.
소드 씨, 얼른 나가자고. 지혈 좀 하고 그러면은 괜찮을 거야.
맞아요. 제가 지혈대를 챙겨...
무슨 말을 하는 거예요? 제대로 움직이기도 힘든데. 더군다나 저 신문관들은 계속 올 텐데요. 당신들은 계속 내려가야 하잖아요. 제가 여길 맡을 겁니다. 먼저 가세요.
어떻게 그래요?
제대로 움직이기도 힘들다면서요. 그래서는 어떻게 뒤를 맡기겠어요? 네?
저기... 이럴 땐 그냥 고개 끄덕이고 잽싸게 넘어가면 되는 거랍니다. 격 떨어지게 남은 사람 걱정을 왜 하는 거예요?
그치만
아... 이거 진짜 구질구질한 장면인 거 알아요? 기껏 멋있는 구도가 잡혔잖아요. 파우스트, 얼른 이 멍청이들 데리고 가줘요.
베르길리우스 씨한테는 안부 전해드리죠.
안부는 무슨... 인사나 한번 와달라고 해주세요. 무슨 뜻인지 알죠?
네.
A sign. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer. After 3 strokes have been drawn. Steel door rests on one side of the room. Looks too thick to be easily broken or breached with force. There's gotta be something totally valuable through here if it's guarded this tight. Sinner might be right. Treasure might be waiting behind this door. What should you do? Run sloth check. We have a lot of rap. Steel is thick, but it might not be impossible for a sinner to move it ajar. Who'd be the right person to do that? Rodion. Yeah, sure. That's not rap. Yeah, okay, that's way better. Phenomenal odds. Ishmael pushed at the door with all their might. The door shook little by little, but refused to give way. Done enough. I tried to get the sinner to stop, but Ishmael kept on pushing, fully focused on the door. After some time, there. The door was opened. A path was hidden behind it.
이 정도는 하급 임무 축에도 안 드네요.
Nice. Secrets.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
And the silence is intentional, Dealus. It's not nice to talk. Oh, hello. It's not nice to talk over the moon. Everything there of an inquisitor. Oh, hello. Now, where did you get this? Now, where did that come from? Alright. Start clicking the win rate button. Here we go. And I guess I can actually answer that in case people were wondering. The reason Forrest isn't here is because he still hasn't actually finished Ruin. He didn't want to watch the stream playthrough because he wanted to do it himself, and then just hasn't beaten the game because he's kind of just tired of it. He said he's gonna eventually do it on his own time, but he's kind of just done with the whole series, so fair enough. There won't be more Forrest, at least with any kind of regularity, if at all. Owie.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
I'm not clicking that.
와, 아주 박살이 났는걸.
일개 부위가 떨어져 사후 보고.
You know, it's a little untasteful to be using the Effie and Sao to announcer pack nowadays.
아주 제대로.
No, I'm just not clicking that as a matter of principle.
타겟 무력화 확인.
Always with these
공작을
damn
인사과에
counter
보고해
guys,
주겠습니다.
bastard.
머리
Why you gotta be like this, having counterattacks?
정신 차릴
I
수
never
없을
click
것이오.
links during the stream. It's bad optics.
쨍그라.
기절했나?
부위가 조각났어. 계속해도 돼.
공격. 지금은 기세를 다시
그
잡았군요.
누구도 볼 수 없게
뭐 위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
완전한 침묵.
What a welcome lag. Oh, you missed it. Unless you've been here the whole time and I haven't noticed. Welcome. You missed Saud going great. Using certain events. Hey, we got a key. Well, this is an old warehouse. Let's get in there. Dozens of old broken crates litter the floor. Ah, cobwebs. Bearing things away, you found 3 particularly large crates buried underneath. They're all locked. Looks like the keyhole all some the same shape. Alas, the key's soft constitution. It won't be feasible to use it again once it has been inserted into a lock. Sounds like you only get 1 try. Which one should you open? First crate, get an ego give that boosts defense. And third crate, 50% chance to gain ego that boosts bleed attacks, which we don't do. Okay, I mean, I guess we bleed a little bit. Like, none of these I'm happy about. We don't inflict any tremor. We inflict minimal, if any, bleed, and then this is defense. But I'll let you guys pick. Which one should I go for? Not even counting for the fact that the second and third are 50-50 chances, and the first one's guaranteed. Big gulp, big sip. Oh, you fucking, I was about to say, I don't like that answer. I'll wait for someone else to answer, and then you're both bastards. This is... The crate contained an old mallet. Cracks in its handle raised further questions about its usability. This thing looks positively useless. Sinners expressed disappointment over the seemingly regrettable choice. But you feel as if the mallet is talking to you, compelling you to take it. But you're gonna take that with you? But the sinner saw it as junk. It seemed good to bring the mallet along. And when inflicting tremor with a skill, inflict 1 more at a 50% awful. It's so bad. Not only, it is effectively 0.5 more tremor. Oh, great, thanks. You know, you're a real humdinger of a ego bastard. Oh, I love 0.5 more tremor. And it's only on skills that already inflict tremor. Awful. Great. Good choice.
이번엔 어떤 짓을 한 악인들이요?
Garbage tier out of 10. I mean, so you can see it's the same hammer that they're wielding, but
악인들을 해치우세나!
unfortunately, we don't do that around here. We don't do the tremor thing around these parts.
적들이 흔들흔들.
We inflict sinking. I'm sure someone inflicted bleed. I know I've seen it. We're primarily poise. Because, you know, that's the theme. Thanks. Very cool. I'm glad you both have decided unanimously to pick the worst option. And I love Tremor. It's the status element that, fun reminder for everybody, doesn't do anything unless you burst Tremor. Tremor does nothing on its own. It just sits there and it loafs around.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
You got poise, sinking, you know, lots of good things. I don't even think we inflict bleed, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I could have swore we did, but maybe it's on like one scale of one of our centers. I don't know, I see sword and I think, yeah, that could make someone bleed, but I guess not. We're just that good of a swordsman. Then we have Los Sangre de Sancho, which is, you know, Don's ego, but no one cares. Alright, event time. The N Corp. Inquisitors were busy torturing someone. Ow! A filtered scream fills the cramped room. Their victims are people with prosthetic bodies. Sinclair didn't utter a word, but his eyes, full of wrath and fear, were fixed on the torturers. He breathed heavily at irregular intervals, his body shaking. It looks like he might charge forth at any second. Do you stop him, or wait for the torture to end? Certain identities lose SP. Stop the torture. Run a wrath check, then begin combat. Use Sinclair for a check to gain a sign. Pass to weaken all enemies. I don't know what a sign does, but yeah, let's go for that. We may not be valiant knights. Yet even casting morals aside, we'll have to fight them to move on. Do you really mean it? When you explain your plan to Sinclair, he looks back at you with surprise. I thought you'd stop me. He spoke anxiously, but he seemed nevertheless happy with the decision. Got it. I'll do it. Sinclair sprinted to where the Inquisitors were alongside the other sinners. Also Don Quixote, I guess. Heretics! The heretics have appeared! As the sinners approached, the Inquisitors cast their victims aside to charge us. You bastards! Sinclair stood against them at the forefront. The hammer might be too big for Sinclair's weapon to stop. After all, this is his fight first and foremost. Sinclair locked his halberd against the handle of the hammer and parried it to the side. With the leader's attack thwarted, the Inquisitors were thrown into disarray. We'll be able to keep the flow of battle in our favor by taking the lead now. A sign earned. All enemies are inflicted with 5 attack power down.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
Well, these are the big guys. These are the big boy Inquisitors. You can tell because they have the big hammer.
머리통을 박살내주마.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
You know the fact that Rodion has 19 HP right now? She'll be fine.
머리통을 박살내주마.
공격 능력 평가 관부.
그놈한텐 다른 공격 방법을 연구해야
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
자.
대안에게 충분합니다.
기절했나?
야호. 이기는 편
악인들을
우리
해치우잖아.
편.
완전한 침묵.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
완전한
위협 대상 제거.
Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer. After 3 strokes have been drawn. Ah, big heal. I can hear the sound of something scuttling along the floor. I wonder what it might be. But part of me doesn't want to find out.
임무 시작.
어디서 짐승이 기어다니는 소리.
And just like before, this big trophy and the plant in the background, this is an exact replica of I forget what it's exactly called. I'm drawing a blank. Netzok's floor, because you can tell because it's green.
저것들도 환상체인가?
자세히 봐요. 환상체가 아니에요. 인장이 박혀 있어요. 에고 침식 현상이군요.
그 기분 나쁜 상태를 말하는 건가?
전투 중에 멘탈이 흔들릴 때 그랬던 것 같은데 마치 뭔가에 잡아먹히는 것 같다고 할까요? 우적우적 씹혀먹히는 것과는 괴가 다르지만 본질을 좀 먹어 들어간다는 것을 생각하면 괜찮은 표현이네요. 그리고 이 장소는 아까 층과는 다르게 의체들을 고문만 하는 장소가 아닌 것 같아요. 스스로 침식을 강행시키는 장소라는 말이 타당하겠군요.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Four-legged beast. There are far more appalling and fearsome things out there, but I need to make this clear. That looks horrifying. It may look like a wild animal from a distance, but as you get closer, the curiosity turns to disgust, like your feeling you get from beings roaming around the outskirts. Bundles of muscle fiber protruding from its skin, covering its body like a coat of fur, and its ribs seem to have flipped upside down and ripped through the back. Its arms, or could I say legs, definitely had the appearance of human limbs, but their movement wasn't right. It was a beast. Dost thou speak the truth when they say the creatures like that inhabit the outskirts? No, you won't find things like that. I never. Then for what reason didst thou use such a description? There were worse things. Those things are too quick. Their reaction speed is clearly above average human level. They got wits too, rather than jumping in recklessly. They use tactics of striking at the weakest target in the back lines before quickly running away. It happened in our last encounter with them too. When you ordered a badly injured sinner to fall back, those things jumped in them to scratch open an artery and ran off like the wind as if they had understood what your command meant. I'm not sure how they reacted to that, some ticking noises, but I guess it's possible that the distorted hear it differently. Even if they charge at us in large numbers, we should stay level-headed. Sinner too might die in the process, but it's a necessary sacrifice. At least we can revive. I remember you going through a lot of trouble last time when you tried dealing with all of them at the same time, that got us all killed. It's as if they grow stronger the more they're attacked. Speaking of my death, it brings me back to the moment when those things chewed up my intestines. I think I died before I could feel the pain, but somehow I felt as though I was falling into an endless pit of fire. It wasn't hot or searing, just being with the fire felt oddly natural. I guess it's a good thing I was brought back before I experienced more of that. My thanks go to the manager. What do they mean by this? Which, yes, when hit by an attack, gain instincts. It's the same thing the weird Inquisitors had. Instincts at the end of a turn, if the count is at 4 or more, change to an aggressive state. The unit has 4 instincts at the end of the turn, enter Frenzy. Gain 3 attack power and 3 fragile for 1 turn, and change behavior. Does not gain aggression when attacked. Very nice. In the frenzy state, gain 3 attack power. Okay. Less than 50 HP, immediately enter frenzy. Oh. That's inflict 4 bleed next turn. On hit, inflict 6 count next turn. Ow. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is a focused encounter. Wait a minute. I can play the game. Favored. Unopposed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Favored. Neutral. Favored. You kind of want to burst one of them down. Because they're going to enter frenzy whenever hit, so you only want to hit them when you have to. Liking the struggling. I think I'm gonna clash with the defense. Hope you don't mind, Mr. Bleed Man.
악인들을 해치우세나.
Yeah, I'll take no damage from the attack, but I'm still taking the bleed. Nice instincts, idiot.
한방 먹였어.
Oh yeah, we just entered a rest site, so our sanity's reset. Great.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야.
Yeah, now he's insane and aggressive, so now he's doing all 3 attacks, whereas the other one isn't. I'm again gonna have you just click the little guard button, because you can never bleed if you never attack, and you never gain, instincts if you're never attacked. Also, I think they, like, always attack who's bleeding or something, because, oh, tear apart, put 4 bleed, 1 fragile, 4 bleed, 1 fragile, 4 bleed, 1 fragile, 4 bleed, 1 fragile. Yeah, they don't like, her in particular. And I can't redirect all of these, so... Whoops. We'll just have to do what we can and hope that maybe Rodia won't die.
볼 수 없게.
Luckily he has fragile, so we're actually doing a lot of damage to him. Okay. Okay. And staggered, so now I can't even defend myself anymore. Please stagger. Fuck.
카론이 안전벨트 잘하라고 있잖아.
Yeah, they just really fucking hate Rhodia. And she doesn't even have aggro, so it's not even that mechanic. They just fucking hate her. Go with the neutral, sure, that'll work. Well, someone is clearly attacked. Oh. Yeah, they just hate her in particular. I don't actually know what is causing them to do that. It doesn't actually tell me where in their, like, where does it say that they only attack Rhodia or only attack a unit with, like, bleed or something like that. She doesn't have aggro. Nowhere does it say that they do this, but they're doing it. They're not attacking anyone else. They just really fucking hate this lady. Damn. I guess get good. That's what they do. I'm gonna try to stagger him before he can at least get his attack off. Okay, never mind. Favored my ass. Ow. Oh, I love your aggressiveness. It's my favorite. Please hit him so we can stagger him. Thank you. Look at me actually needing to, like, think these things through. Isn't this fun? And him attacking Rhodia again. She has so much bleed.
제압 실시.
I don't have time to bleed.
너무 쉽잖아.
내 피가 배고파 했어.
Look at that. I'm never fast enough to remove them because another big problem with these teams, and like while you're seeing it, Sinclair can only ever have 2 or 3 speed. These dudes have, okay, we don't know their speed, or 2 to 5 speed. So unless this dude rolls specifically a 2, Sinclair can never outspeed him. This is why speed values are more important than you'd think. Like, I cannot redirect these attacks. Gotta do what we can.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
이런.
Will she live? Probably not. Oh no. There she goes.
이러면
Well,
실족해.
we didn't want her anyway. But unfortunately, she was the aggro bait. Oh, now they hate Dawn, I guess.
조금 있다.
See, look at that. He rolled a 2, but so did I. Now he can't. Now he can't make him target something else. Aww. Unfortunate.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
It's only after Rodion dies that I finally get fast enough to be able to redirect all 3 attacks. Get staggered. And I did all this without using any ego. Like, you can see these ego resources are really stacking up.
물러서지
Because
않겠습니다.
I want to save them. Nice to have a backlog, you know?
너무 쉽잖아.
Get out of here. Oh, darn. Rodion died. I guess I'll have to use a different unit. Ego Gift Get. Allies with Lust skills, so orange, gain the following effect. If this unit took no damage from attacks this turn, gain 1 haste and 2 defense power up. That would have been nice this fight. If the unit took damage from attacks this turn, gain 2 bind and 2 attack power up. Okay, I'm feeling it. Oh, we're here. Okay, I know what's going on here. And she's back. Welcome back. Darn, you know, we actually have not seen She-Heath, so we'll actually use him for a bit.
옳은 선택일까?
Because She-Heath is probably one of the least used units in the game, if I had to guess. Heath has kind of been dominated by one ID the whole franchise. We can use a little bit of She-Heath.
기다리는 거
Because,
못해.
you know, everyone knows Rodion is
1초만
dead.
기다려줄게.
악인들을 해치우세나.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔네.
지금은 기세를 다시
You can actually
잡았군요.
see every single member of our team
위기에
except
강하다.
for...
그런 거야?
판테 씨,
Have any?
무슨
Oh,
일이야?
he doesn't. Everyone else has lust skills, so I'm constantly getting haste. So I'm not taking any damage, and that speed issue is solved.
악인들을 해치우세나.
Free 2 haste for like every single turn of every round of combat. It's great.
저거.
What's this odor? Sinners frown at the olfactory assault. Following their eyes, you find Inquisitor collapsed on the floor. Definitely dead. The smell must be coming from the rotting corpse. While everyone was hesitant to approach, you see something sparkle. What'll you do? Run a gluttony check, pass to gain E, fail to lose HP and sanity. Perfect. A sinner easily enticed by trinkets and baubles would probably be willing to dig through this morbid mess to take the item. On the other hand, someone uninterested in such things will not be happy to do this order. You don't have very much gluttony at all. So, like, I guess I'll do you because you have a 75% chance to get this. Yeah. Heathcliff, found a bent sigil of Encorp between the mains. It might not have been worth reaching into a corpse for, but it has to prove useful somewhere down the line. He took the sigil and left the room, comforting the sinners who were retching at the sight.
이거 봐. 과정은 어쨌든 결과는 좋잖아.
Used in certain events. Okay. Sure.
그냥
That's
눈에
what it
보이는
do.
거 다 박살내면 되는 거지.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
대안은 충분합니다.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트
Oh, I took damage
잘하라고
thanks
했잖아.
to it. Oh, she got staggered. Dawn, what the fuck? What are you doing,
그
Dawn?
누구도 볼
Please.
수 없게.
신기기 세팅한 방법이었어.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
악인들을 해치우세나.
뭐 위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
I love missing clashes that I absolutely should not be missing. Bap.
너무 쉽잖아.
Hey, what do we got here? You hear snapping mechanical noises through the closed door. It's like a cry for help. As you focus your attention, you begin to hear footsteps. Steel. Those are clangs of steel. Sinclair froze. Looks like an Inquisitor is coming for them. What'll you do? Sinclair heals his speed, gain combat counter, win to gain ego gift? Yeah, free him. I could count on you. Sinclair jumped in as soon as you told him what to do. As you expected, a number of prosthetic people were bound by ropes. Get out of here, quickly! As soon as he untied them, they hurriedly ran out of the room. The heretics. They were too little too late to leave. The Inquisitors shouted as they entered the room. It seems conflict is unavoidable.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야.
Oh, again with these
알죠?
guys?
오,
Yeah, they also do the
당신들은
instinct thing. Turn gain attack power and protection by the count of instinct. Lose one instinct whenever it takes damage from attacks. And all that kind of shit.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
They're annoying little bastards too, because they when they get low on instincts, they start spamming a counterattack that heals them. It's really annoying. These are by foot there, imperfect imitation. They will actually use the exact same coins you used on them against yourself. They are like easily the hardest enemy and most annoying. Copies a skill that hit this unit on use, then also deal 10 SP damage. Awful. I hate them. These are the worst.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
Oh, I won that clash. I'm at 34 sanity. Really nice. Ow. Now I'm at 24 sanity.
와, 아주 박살이 나는 걸.
일개 부위가 떨어져 나갔네요. 굿히.
완전한
Luckily, the team in its automated state is smart enough to
공적을
focus down the
보고해드리겠습니다.
one. Because you kind of want to focus down one of them. You don't want both of them to be slinging out counters every turn.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 야호, 이기는 편, 우리
머리통을
편.
박살내주마.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
Since we're running through a dungeon, I'll show off a few more units. Might as well. Like, at this point, we're just kind of fighting normal enemies. I can at least flex and show off a few of the other ideas we're at least toting around. We're not gonna use them for the boss. Like, I'll even re-grab Rodion when it's boss time, but we're just kind of filling the space. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer. After 3 strokes have been drawn, a sign. Well, we have 3 of them. Passage was red hot. Yeesh, that knocked my shoes. The sinners carefully approached the road, only to retreat from the overwhelming heat. Something was written in the sign at the front of the passage. Prove your humanity, and through weakness and separation, sear a path with mobilization. Took no time at all to figure out what that meant. What will you do? Oh, present the N-Corp seal. Run a wrath check, pass to gain ego. Failing gets 3-wave in combat encounter. Absolutely, I want an ego gift. I mean, it lets me hold on to the N-Corp seal, which isn't... Which, sure, yeah, whatever. But more so the fact that I want the ego gift, and even if I fail, I get more ego resources. So this is a positive both ways. Won't work. Too many Inquisitors are guarding the other route. We had a sinner scout the perimeter, and it looks like the path of least resistance. Someone with a burning will might have to bear this pain. Heathcliff ran across the heated road on bare feet. The others frowned at the rancid stench of burning flesh. Groaning with agony, Heathcliff made it to the other side. An altar with a red seal and lever rose before them. When Heathcliff pulled the lever, the road quickly cooled. The rest of us were able to tread the path safely. Nice. Token of innocence.
과정은 어쨌든
The identity that undertook the rite boosts the power of wrath skills by 2. Oh! Hey, Heathcliff's better. Neat. You see a pedestal, so that means I should have Sinclair be doing as many of these as he can if we're going to be getting sinner-specific ones, because you know I'm bringing Sinclair to the end of this. You see a pedestal adorned with the engravings of a nail and hammer. Something to do with N-Corp. Sinner mutters, and you agree. Should you try to get some info on N-Corp, or examine the book of pedestal, gain an ego gift? Absolutely! On the pedestal was a tome of N-Corp. Inquisitors were often seen carrying. You take this chance to peek at a few pages of it. Ugh. Indecipherable content only gives you a headache. You decide to hold on to it for now and read it later. When using a pride skill... Okay. When using a pride skill, lose 5 SP, but boost its damage by 5%. Pride is dark blue. I don't exactly have a lot of those. Here. We'll try some new Sean Penn. We'll bring the Kurokumos, we've seen him. Yeah, alright, we'll bring the spicy one. And then I think we've seen Ryan Omerso, so he's not coming.
활 배터리 교체 했었나?
Just to see. We got junk fights anyway, might as well.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
We got 2 Kurokumos. Faust actually wielding the this is from Walpurgis Gets Knocked. This is actually the ego gear from This is actually the regret ego gear from Lobotomy Corporation. You can tell by the suit and the fact that it is specifically the mace version of the Forsaken Murderer. Because if you remember in Ruina, when you used him, it was like a ball and chain, whereas in Lobco it was a mace, and she actually uses the mace. She's great. 10 out of 10. And then we have this guy down here, the Rose Spanner Workshop Fixer, where he has a chainsaw arm. Very cool. You call that a little bit of a rad moment. Oh, there goes Faust. She's going in. Never mind. Very nice.
제대로 꽂혔는데. 부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
탈출 개체 상관없을지도요?
It's actually a nice touch. You can see that her hammer
되는 건 즐겁네요.
moves like it's alive. It also squishes despite being metal. Like she hits the ground and it compresses a little bit, as if it were fleshy.
이기는 편, 우리
What a
편.
weird, I guess I'd call it creature. What a weird world we live in.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
New regret lore, absolutely. Well, this is the best part of Walpurgis Nacht. It's so good. Look at that hammer. There she goes.
탈출 개체가 점령되었습니다.
Luckily, again, these dudes are weak to blunt, so let's go. Oh yeah, Ryoshu has the same problem that Rodion does, where our Kurakumo Ryoshu is like level 8.
너무 쉽지 않아?
So she just sucks. Now, there's a reason I came here first. This fight right here. We're bringing in the normal team,
칼을 부딪힐
and there's a
시간.
reason for that. When the game first launched, in my opinion, this is the hardest fight in the game.
100초만
Harder than the
기다려줄게.
boss, harder than anything coming up. This was the hardest fight in the game. Some people will argue with that. Some people will say that the boss this chapter was harder. But this fight, because let me tell you, back when I did this, upties only went to uptie 3. The level cap was 30. And you had way worse and the identities you generally had at your disposal were weaker. This is the you die room. And you know what? There is genuinely no reward for beating this fight. It's just here. You can finish this dungeon without ever touching this node. But when I was coming through here, when I was doing these dungeons, I wanted to do every node because I wanted to see if anything would happen. Usually not, but I found this room. There is no reason to do this room. You can walk around it. And so, I'm probably gonna die, unironically. So let me actually go over them now. I've been waiting for it. Their whole shtick is they drain your sanity. Deal 5 sanity damage, deal 5 sanity damage. Imperfect imitation copies a skill that hit this unit. So if I hit him with this 1 coin, or we'll do this one. So it's a 4 base plus 25, plus 21 for 25. They will copy this exact skill die. So if I hit this guy with him, he will copy it and hit her with it. Very, very fun. They will figure out the chainsaw. He's not here though. And on top of copying the damage, they then deal 10 SP damage too. Adjust shell, on hit, heal 10% of max HP. So they're healing too. Gain 1 instincts. At the end of the turn, if the count is at 4+, change to an aggressive state. This dude's in the aggressive state right now. You can tell which ones are and aren't. The ones with 2 speed die are aggressive, the ones without it aren't, and they're using counter ship. Bone Blast. On hit, heal 10% of max HP. On hit, inflict 10 bleed. So that is effectively 10 true damage that you could not avoid. And you may say, oh, you have almost 200 max HP. That's still a lot. It's still a lot of health. To be clear, it's actually only at level 30. He is at what the level cap was at the time of doing this dungeon. And so even then, this is 5% of his max HP that this attack just does. That's a lot. At the start of the turn, gain attack power up, meaning it's harder to clash with him, and protection by the count of instincts. Attack power up gains final power by the effects count for 1 turn. So he has a +4 to everything, and he takes 40% less damage. Ugh. God, these numbers. And then lose 1 instinct whenever it takes damage. At the end of the turn, if this unit did not take damage during this turn, heal 5% of max HP and gain 1 instinct. This is the piece de resistance. You are punished for attacking them because they counter you. But you need to hit them because it drains their instincts. Because when they're at instincts, they clash too high, and they gain protections, so you can't hurt them. But if you hit them, they counter you, and it drains their instincts, and they start countering you, which is unnavigable. You will take that damage. But if you don't hit them, they slowly build up instincts and become unclashable, and then they also heal. Used ego, correct answer. And we're not even done. Behavior depends on count of instincts. Use aggressive skill. Okay, never mind. I guess, no. That's just it. As well as the fact that if you notice, this is 6 total slots. If they all attack, one of the attack would be forced to be unopposed. We call this the fun brigade. The way that I've always handled this is you get them all into the defensive state as best as you can. So like right now, 2 of them are in defensive, 2 of them are in offensive. If I remember correctly, you want to get them all into the defensive state so that way, you know, they're only doing one thing per turn, and you want to kill one of them. The rest of them you just let heal. It does not matter. Like this dude we're just going to ignore because he's just countering. That's not doing anything. So we'll clash with everything that we can. Wait, first I gotta see if anyone's targeting you. Okay, no. So one of these attacks is gonna go unopposed because Rodion rolled a 1 on her speed, and no one's attacking her, so she can't clash with anything, so just go hit like this guy. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. Okay. That's the best we can do. So we hit him to drain his, so he can't heal, and we drain one of his instincts. Hit you to drain your instincts. No. And now they're draining my sanity just by clashing. Actually, no, that's the hammer. The Nagalud hammer. Scripture. Smack you. I did 4 damage. So now we just need to keep hitting. So, preferably we need to hit all of them once to just keep their instinct in check. However, you notice now that 2 of them are starting to counter. Because they can attack and counter in the same turn because, you know, we love fun video games. So you want to counter with a good enough skill to win the clash, but that's bad enough so that you won't just, like, murder yourself, you know, when they counter you. We are not going to be using ego in this fight. We're using a very underpowered team, and I want to show how it's done. Because anyone else could be doing this on their own first playthrough, and I want to give an example of how to do this fight. Because other people could be spamming ego, you know? Like, I got very unlucky and lost that clash there. He's gonna heal and gain some instinct off of that, just because I got unlucky. I'm gonna try to do this without using ego, just to show off how it would be done. And they only gain the protection when they're in the aggressive state, or based on their instincts. So you just gotta keep their instinct low. And this is the one we're focusing down right now. And again, they're all attacking, so one of these attacks is forced to go through. One of them will guaranteed be an unopposed attack that I cannot stop. And I just got unlucky. I only have favored or dominating clashes, but sometimes you can just get unlucky. And if you don't hit them, they gain a bunch of health back, and they gain their instinct, that thing that I am specifically just trying to drain. Sometimes you're gonna need to get a little bit lucky. It's highly recommended before you enter this fight to go do a bunch of other random fights to get your sanity up. Because remember, your sanity carries over in between fights. So you can get yourself to 45 sanity at the start of this fight when you enter this room.
처리해볼까요?
Makes your life so
인내적인
much easier.
조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
Burst this bad guy down.
제압 실시.
These two are gonna counter him, but that's fine.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
와, 아주 박살이 났는데.
일개 부위가 떨어져
내가
나갔네요.
배고파했어. 잘 됐다.
One down. So we'll try to take care of one of the ones with 2 skill slots now. I took care of the one in the back first because he was already in the defensive state, and there was nothing I could really do about him anyway. I just went for him because he was the most opportune. And the ones that start off in the defensive state are just more manageable typically, but
물러서지 않겠습니다.
now we'll try to kill one of the ones with 2 speed dive because they are obviously the biggest threat. They can move twice per turn. I wanted to kill one of them no matter who, even if it was one of the 1 speed die guys, because now, assuming I don't get speed scuffed like I did in this turn, I should now be able to stop all of their attacks. Every time one of those attacks go through, you're just losing sanity. Like, Dawn just lost 10 sanity at no fault of her own.
상관없을지도요?
제압 실시.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
전술의 승리네요.
대단한 지휘.
So, also to be noted, the dude in the top left who we're focusing down, he actually had a counter die, but he hasn't used it yet. That's because we staggered him. You cannot do a counter if you're staggered. That's actually the main downside of your teammates whenever they get a stagger die, because they just get, you know, smacked, staggered, and then they can't do anything. But it also works for enemies. Very nice.
처리해볼까요? 인도적인 조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
정신 차릴 수 없을
승객이
것이오.
딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
God damn it. Also, he lived with 8 HP.
사후 보고 부위 하나의
We call that
교선이
very cool.
반복되네요.
그것도 아주 제대로 말이야.
머리통을 박살내주마.
너무 쉽잖아.
And I came into this fight with a teammate who is effectively dead weight.
동작을
Like,
인사과에
Rhodia can't
보고해드렸습니다.
do much of anything in this fight. She is just about worthless.
악인들을 해치우세나. 정신 차릴 수
And
없을
if you
것이오.
also notice just how few crits we're getting, so all of these skills like generate poise or generate poise count, and we are getting like maybe 1 crit every 3 turns. So almost all of the beneficial effects that these attacks have is non-existent.
그런 거야?
Like Ishmael's one of the only ones who's able to actually
뭘
stack up crit.
잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
공격 능력 평가 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
There we go.
너무 쉽잖아.
And let me tell you, that went so much easier than any test run, like any early on run in this game you will ever see. Ugh. Was it worth it? No. What do you get? The Altar of Tears. An inscription above the closed gate reads, "Prove your terror and fears. Fill the vessel with tears." Looking around, you find the supposed vessel next to an unpleasant-looking chair. What will you do? Run a gloom check, select an entity, lose SP, pass, gain an ego gift, absolutely. Appears that sitting in the chair is how you begin the rite. What kind of rite it may be is unclear, but it's the only way to open the gate. Go get him, Sinclair. Sinclair sat on the chair. Dreadful screams filled the room. A constant stream of tears ran down Sinclair's face. Soon enough, the bowl was full of tears. When it was placed on the altar at the door, the altar slid down, opening things up. Sinclair's eyes were shaking. It's probably best not to ask what he saw. There's a sigil beyond the door. Taking the blue sigil, we left the room.
생각보다 쉬웠어.
The identity that undertook the rite boosts the power of gloom skills by 2. Let me tell you, most of these that you get are worthless, because a lot of the time when you pass those skill checks, they're not even for units that, like, are good for what you're trying to do. Ugh.
이게
we'll use him.
옳은
Cloud cutter
선택일까?
content, sure. Yes, I'm using the weird side team again, just because we are gonna get to see enough of the default team enough. Let's go, like, actually finish this dungeon, shall we?
하룬, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
머리통 박살내주마. 다음에는 머리다.
공격 능력 평가?
And hey, that was a gloom skill. Sinclair's
제대로
big
꽂혔네.
explode gaming. Sinclair's big explode is now worth it. So yeah, you never need to fight the 4 Inquisitor fight unless you have a unit that is really good with gloom skills, which is Cyan. Like, Sinclair luckily does, but Jesus.
재미는 없겠지만
위기에
그렇게
강하다.
할게요.
그런 거야?
좀 더
아,
잘 될 수 있을 것 같은데요. 되는 건
Yeah.
즐겁네요. 자.
너무 쉽잖아.
자.
탈출
Thank
개체가
you, Faust.
진행되었습니다.
We'll do one funky little event, then we'll leave. Fuck this place. You find a row of glass containers in a corner of the main area. Inside them are dried organs and pieces of life showing active movement. Tragic display. The containers can be opened easily. You can take one of the pieces if you want to. What'll you do? Obtain an ego gift that provides healing at low health. Obtain an ego gift that provides power up at low health. And gain an ego gift that provides benefits after winning a clash. Which one do we want? What do we want, boys? There's also don't take anything, but I refuse that option. I want to see content. The don't do anything is the option that I refuse to accept, because that's an antithetical to my streaming. Ban dealers. No. If you all vote for, I'm just gonna pick something. Also, no one is here, I guess. Fantastic. Obtain the ego gift providing benefits after winning a clash. Slithering tongue attracts your eyes. When you open the container and grab it, it flaps in your palm. You feel as though the tongue is mocking you, so you try to pick up another one, but the other containers won't open. It seems that you can take only one. You have to take your leave with the item you chose. Sniggering tongue. Deal plus 10% damage, 1 in a clash. Huh. Well then. Hideously transformed N-Corp Inquisitors stood guard at the gate. You moved to attack, You don't appear to be hostile in any capacity. Exceptional ones are allowed. You aren't exactly sure what they mean by proving yourself. What should you do? Only available if you have the Eagle Gift, End Corp Seal, or all 3 tokens of innocence to... What? I have the End Corp Seal. Bad game. Bad. So yeah, if you went and got... Because we have the Token of Tears, because we beat the dude. But I have the End Corp Seal. The game is bad. Use violence. Run a lust check to pass and proceed. Bad game. Bad. Alright. Do we want to run a lust check? Or fuck it. Do violence. You must prove you're worthy, more like fuck you and I'm going to kill you. Alright, none of you all took too long. I'm picking the funky one. You're not exactly sure what they mean by proving yourself? What should you do? Oh, I already clicked that one. That doesn't seem to be any other way. Conversation is our only option. Go get him, Sinclair. Yeah. Sinclair, oppose the Inquisitor. Approach the Inquisitor. You have spoken what your words of persuasion. After a while of parlance, the Inquisitor opened the gate for us. Fantastic. Yeah.
생각보다 쉬웠어.
Hey, guess what? We already got the sign. We don't need another sign. How many signs does one man need? Not that many. Ah, let's get the hell out of here. This is a mini boss. We'll go back to the dumb team.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
Hello there.
카론, 기다리는 건
Slithering
어때?
Inquisitor?
100초만 기다려줄게.
You gotta be kidding me. Why do damn it. Why do I have to observe this thing and write along about it? I hate this kind of stuff. Reptiles, bugs, and all that kind of critters. Can't stand them. Not you, though, Greg, sweetie. Anyway, we still gotta fight this thing and all, so I did my share of looking. First off, there's a whole lot of snakes. Got these huge serpents instead of arms, and kept on flicking their tongues. Are those the fingers? It's not all. Smaller snakes are poking out of their heads out of the armor, too. Is that whole suit filled with snakes? Yipes, I want to unsee that mental image. It can't be real. Gotta be some kind of joke. Can you believe it? That serpent for an arm grabbed me. Just can't cool down. That arm, I mean, that huge snake stretched all of a sudden and coiled around me. And the cold, slimy thing touched me. I didn't even care I was about to die. I was so grossed out even think that. I was gasping for breath, strangled by those things, and then all the small snakes hanging to the body started rushing at me. All those bites and stings and tears. Oh, what a mess that was. I don't remember when I died or when I got back, but I'm never getting that image out of my head for the rest of my life. Dante, darling, could you please let me stay behind next time we fight these? I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Dante, you should be selective about approving requests from sinners. Understanding our executive manager. If as you reposition yourself, you will do so, front or back, do you understand? Snakes, they won't even die. I could have sworn I finished it, but it was still standing, licking its tongue. Is it some last stand or what? Like, don't you have to be alive to show endurance like that? How do dead things even stand the ground and fight to their last? Creep me out so much, I can't even... maybe they'd be tolerable if they weren't snakes! Yeah, snake guy. Hey, do you want to see a poison status effect? Oh, look at that. They inflict an actual, like, straight-up JRPG-ass poison. At the end of the turn, take damage by the count, then have the count. It's ye old burn. It's Ruin a Burn in new flavor edition. They inflict poison, fucking instincts, whatever. These dudes are boring. Bad. We will kill him the old-fashioned way. I'm not going into a full, like, theoretical breakdown of this dude's mechanics. You hit him until he dies. There was a save point right before this. You'll win eventually. Burn but sour instead of spicy. You're right. Okay, poison's pretty spicy. Have you ever had poison in your veins? I've heard only positive things. I've always heard it described as burning, less so. Pretty spicy to me. If you ever just be a man of snakes. What's this guy's story? How did he become like this? Like, all the other ones you can kind of get. Like, clearly the ones that are dogs trying to corrode themselves. The other ones are some kind of nothing there amalgam. But what? Just snakes. He's just snakes. Who's the snake abnormality? Who's out here being just a snake guy? Whose favorite abnormality is the snake guy? Because it's me. He's my favorite. Also, I am dying. I am, in fact, actually slowly losing this fight because no one has sanity and cannot win clashes. Ow. Ow. This team sucks. Maybe I should have, like, actually played the game and paid attention. Instead of just hoping that the auto battle would be able to solve all of my problems. What are you doing? Oh, he has no instinct. Okay.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Stagger his arm. Stagger the arm. Yeah. Ow, God, you got a lot of bleed. What the fuck?
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야.
What are you taking bleed damage for?
당신들은 상관없을지도요?
Oh, rotting skin. When attacked, inflict 3 poison to the attacker. He's getting there. Gross.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Right, arm down. Got rid of one of them. Fuck him up. Well, we're actually about to start getting all those sheet passes starting to activate, so that's not really a good thing in this context.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
제대로 꽂혔네.
충분합니다.
와, 아주 박살이 났네.
Hey, how's it going? Why are you writhing around inflicting poison all over the place? I don't like that.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
I remember Snake Guy. This is like the hardest fight in Railway 1. Railway 1 was a lifetime ago. God, honestly, seeing this dude as he's in poison mode and the fact that he just self-inflicts 5 fragile when he's in this mode, God, I just got like flashbacks to Railway 1. Like, Railway 2 wasn't fun, but for like an entirely different reason than Railway 1 wasn't. But I did Railway 1 a few times. I did Railway 2 once and never did it again. I feel I would like Railway 1 a lot more if I could go back and do it again. But Railway 2, I'm just like, fuck me. Why is it like 80 fights? When an ally takes a lethal attack, they heal 50% of their max HP once per summon, and then it goes away when it ends. Let's go back to using the fun, boys. Sure. It's just too long, yeah. Like, Railway 2 was fun when you got to the new fights. It's like, I did it first try completely blind. I got below the movement threshold by like 6 turns, and I just never did it again.
그냥 눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지.
It was like so much fun at certain points, but it was just like the most tedious thing ever, too. Oh, hello. Oh, what the hell is all this? Shock Centipede was easy, you're just bad. In fact, I know you're just bad, because I gave you the team you used in Railway 2! You stole from my run!
뭘 하고 있는 거야? 뭘 향해서 손을 뻗고 있는 건데?
기도. 이건 무슨 소리죠?
어디서 많이 들어본 소린데 왜인지 머리가 간지럽고 기분 나쁜.
학교 종소리잖아. 어지간히도 학교가 싫었나 보군.
Hey, look at that. We're back at the plot.
아니야. 보여주고 싶지 않아요. 제 기억은...
자, 모두 잘 들어.
쥐는 자께서 말하신다.
쥐는 자께서 말하신다.
이단들이 우리의 신성한 의식을 방해하는 것도 모자라 봉헌에 마땅할 재물에 눈독을 들이고 있다.
불쾌하고도 불순하도다.
불쾌하고도 불순하도다.
가서 죽어라. 그걸 두려워하지 마라. 황금의 재물만 있다면 너희는 무한히 살아날 테니까.
쥐는 자께서 함께하시니 두려움 없도다.
쥐는 자께서 함께하시니 두려움 없도다.
그리고 싱클레어, 이리 와. 어서 내 손에 쥐어야지.
쥐는 자께 부려지는 것은 생애의 으뜸 기쁨일지니.
쥐는 자께 부려지는 것은 생애의 으뜸 기쁨일지니.
나는...
싱클레어, 동전은 가져왔지?
또래들이 모여있는 쉬는 시간은 늘 떠들썩하다. 어른들은 때때로 그런 우리를 멀찍이서 바라보며 흐뭇해하고는 했다. 하지만 어른들은 모를 것이다. 조금만 가까이서 보면 떠들썩한 시간이 시샘과 과시, 우월감과 간교 등으로 뒤섞여 있다는 걸. 그만큼 아이들은 교묘하다는 걸.
옆반의 라훌은 아버지가 직접 양팔 시술을 해주신대. 심지어 아직 제대로 공개한 적도 없는 최신 기술이래지?
잡지에 나온 이 배우 알지? 우리 어머니한테 안구 시술 받기로 했다는 거 내가 말했나? 대기자가 너무 많아서 매니저랑 직접 와서 빌었어.
한두 마디씩 던지는 친구들의 말에 나는 초조해진다. 너는 뭐 없어? 라면서 쳐다보는 눈동자들은 금방이라도 비웃음과 멸시로 바뀔 것 같았다. 이건 비밀인데 침이 꼴딱 넘어간다. 어쩌면 뭐 없냐는 말은 나를 향한 것이 아닐지도 몰랐다. 하지만 나는 그들의 야릇한 시선에서 벗어나서는 안 됐다. 그 순간 내팽개쳐질 것을 뻔하게 알고 있었으니까. 우리 아빠는 피사와 협약을 맺었어. 지금 개발 중인 기술들을 보더니 전폭적으로 지원해주기로 했대. 맙소사, 나는 대체 무슨 생각으로 그 사실을 털어놓았을까? 그들의 눈밖에 나지 않으려던 공포에 섣불리 튀어나온 말이 화를 자초했다. 혹은 순간의 치기 어린 허세, 또래들 사이에서 잘 보이고 싶은 저열함이 뒤섞인 충동이었을지도. 기업 간의 비밀 협약이니 다른 사람들에게는 절대 말해서는 안 된다고 신신당부했던 아버지의 얼굴이 떠올랐다.
우와, 그게 진짜냐, 싱클레어?
피사면 그 날개 말하는 거야? 와, 완전 부럽다.
대화의 중심은 순식간에 나로 바뀌었다. 주위에서 흥미롭게 쳐다보는 아이들의 시선도 느껴진다. 우쭐함, 그건 꽤 달콤한 맛이었다. 아마도 나는 저열한 허세에 휩싸여서 행동했던 것 같다.
그러고 보니 싱클레어, 너도 곧 받겠네, 의체 시술?
당연하지. 제일 최신형으로 해주신다고 했는걸. 저들이 만약 조금이라도 내 표정을 유심히 보았다면 마뜩잖아 하는 내 얼굴을 분명 눈치챘을 것이다. 하지만 다행히도 그런 것 따위 알아채는 이들은 없었다. 쉬는 시간이 끝나고 주위에 아무도 남아있지 않았을 때에야 비로소 자책감이 엄습해왔다. 비밀을 지키라고 했는데 아버지가 아시면 어떡하지? 손톱에서는 어느새 피가 새어나오고 있었다. 불안할 때마다 손톱을 뜯던 버릇이 기어이 화를 불러일으켰던 것이다. 나는 그 버릇을 고치기 위해 손톱도 최대한 짧게 잘랐었지만 대신에 살점을 물어뜯게 될 줄은 모르고 있었던 것 같다. 책상에 떨어지는 핏방울을 보면서 그런 생각이 들었다. 졸업을 하면 의체 시술을 받게 된다. 그러면 영영 상처날 일도 피를 보게 되는 일도 없다. 하지만 그게 정말...
너 피가 나네?
경쾌한 휘파람 소리와 함께 책상 위로 조그만 그늘이 진다. 말을 거니는 이름 정도만 겨우 기억할 정도로 교류가 없던 동급생. 나는 당황스러움에 우스꽝스러운 말투로 더듬으며 대답했다. 뭐라고?
있잖아, 네가 아까 한 말 진짜야?
진짜야.
그렇구나. 니네 아버지 진짜로 대단하신가 보다? 그렇지?
그렇지. 예상치 못한 찬사에 나는 부끄러워진다. 아버지의 훌륭함이 꼭 내 미덕이라도 된 것처럼.
그런데 넌 왜 그런 표정을 지었어?
뭘?
너 말야, 속으로 그렇게 생각했잖아.
그러더니 고개를 숙이고선 내게만 들리듯 조용히 속삭인다.
더럽다고.
눈동자가 커진다. 속마음을 들켰다는 당황스러움도 있었지만 애써 숨겼다고 생각한 의중을 어떻게 이런 낯선이가 눈치를 챘는지는 도통 알 길이 없었다. 어떻게 알았어? 뻔뻔하게 부정하면 될 일을 나는 바보같이 허를 찔렸다는 표정으로 되물어왔다.
왜냐하면 나도 너랑 같은 생각이거든.
나랑?
통하는 사람끼리 많은 게 보이는 법이지. 반가워. 난 크로모야.
그 이후로 나는 크로모와 종종 이야기를 나누는 사이가 되었다.
늦으면 레피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
I'm honestly a little unsure what you mean by that, and I'm afraid to ask since it might be a spoiler.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
Unless you mean that, like,
상관없을지도.
Bullet sucks, in which case, yeah, I believe it. Fair enough. Yeah, Bullet is definitely an Ishmael fan, yeah. A crazy degenerate, that man. I gotta be honest, I don't know how anyone can tolerate talking to him. I mean, everyone knows Heathcliff's chapter is gonna be better.
제압 완료. 공격 능력 평가.
야호.
양호.
이게
탈출 전체
제대로 붙였는데.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
우리 가족은 매일 아침마다 같이 식사를 해야 하는 규칙이 있었다. 온 가족이 식탁에 둘러앉아 이야기를 공유하고 격려나 농담이 오가는 따뜻한 시간. 나는 그 시간이 좋았다. 그리고 그 규칙은 내게 한없이 부드럽고 온화하기만 했다. 내게는 너무 당연한, 바뀔 리가 없는 나의 세계. 그 세계가 슬쩍 위화감을 가지기 시작한 건 나의 누나까지 의체 시술을 받고 식탁에 자리했던 그날부터였다. 아버지의 머리가 양철과 각종 전선, 회로로 이뤄진 낯선 것으로 바뀌었을 때부터 나의 세계는 점점 달라지기 시작했다. 가족들 간의 식사는 더 이상 따뜻하고 밝은 세계가 아니었다. 그것은 오히려 불편하고 말수가 줄어드는 불편한 경험이 되어 있었다. 나는 의체로부터 태생적인 불결함을 느끼기 시작한 것이다. 더러워. 신체를 뼈와 살이 아닌 다른 무언가로 대체해야 한다는 것이 도통 마음으로 받아들여지지가 않았다. 왜 우리는 의체를 사용하는 걸까? 조심스럽게 이유를 물어보니 돌아오는 대답은 간결했다. 인간의 몸은 고리타분하다는 것이었다. 먹지 않으면 배고파하고, 자지 않으면 피곤해하고, 다치기라도 하면 회복을 기다려야 하고, 이 모든 것들은 한없이 비효율적이다. 그러니 시간이 지날수록 의체를 사용하는 이들의 비율은 늘어갈 것이며, 결과적으로 의체의 일상화는 곧 필연이라고 했다. 나는 속으로 그럴 거라면 차라리 도태되어 버리는 게 낫지 않을까? 라고 생각했다. 논리정연하게 그 말에 반박을 할 수는 없었지만.
싱클레어, 의체 시술 받는 거 사실 마음에 안 들지?
나는 조용히 끄덕였다.
하지만 부모님한테 솔직하게 말했다간 그들이 속상해하실 테고 아무것도 할 수 없는 게 원망스럽지?
다시 한번 고개를 끄덕인다.
내가 도와줄까? 그런 것 따위 받지 않고 자유롭게 살아가도록.
어떻게?
그건 다음에 말해줄게. 그 대신 내가 너의 원망을 해소해주듯이 너도 나의 원망을 이뤄줘야 할 거야.
늦으면 네피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
적중에 정신 못 차리는
그
녀석이
누구도 볼 수
있네.
없게 처리해 볼까요? 인도적인 조치는 필요 없을까요?
차릴 수 없을 것이오.
공격 능력 평가 관부.
야호.
악인들을 해치우자.
그놈한텐 다른 공격 방법을 연구해야 할 것 같은데.
다음에는 머리다. 너무 쉽잖아?
완전한 침묵.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
어느 날 옆반에 데미안이라는 이름의 전학생이 왔다. 전학생 주위는 언제나 사람들로 둘러싸여 있었지만 사실 그는 그 누구도 좋아하지 않는 것만 같다는 생각이 들었다. 내 눈에는 데미안이 그저 공기에 부유하듯 떠 있는 것 같아 보였다. 마찬가지로 그 또한 내게 별다른 관심이 없어 보였다. 처음에는 그랬다. 그날은 지루하기 짝이 없는 공학 수업 시간이었다. 칠판에서 자꾸 시선이 어긋나 결국 나의 눈은 어느새 창문 밖을 향하고 있었다. 그 창문 너머에는 산책을 즐기고 있는 그가 보였다. 그는 언제나 그랬던 것처럼 친구들에게 둘러싸이면서 옅은 웃음을 짓고 있었는데 그 웃음마저도 또래들과는 다른 성숙하면서도 외로워 보이는 낯선 웃음이었다. 그러다가 그가 햇빛을 받으며 조용히 머리를 넘겼다. 순간 그의 이마에 무언가 신비롭고 붉은 것이 반짝이는 것 같았다. 잘못 보았던 걸까? 순간적으로 햇빛이 너무 강렬하게 비쳤던 탓인지도 몰랐다. 그러다가 그와 눈이 마주친 것만 같다는 기분이 들었다. 여전히 창밖에서 아이들의 대화 소리가 들려왔고 나는 그의 시선을 느끼자마자 황급히 책상 아래로 눈을 내리깔았다. 그 기묘한 사건 이후로 데미안은 곧잘 친근하게 내게 말을 걸어오기 시작했다. 신기하게도 데미안이 내게 오는 날이면 크로머는 아는 척을 해오지 않았다. 다만 기회가 있을 때마다 내게 다가와서 약속에 대해 잊지 않았는지 재차 확인을 하곤 했다.
난 종종 꿈을 꿔, 싱클레어. 그 꿈속에서 나는 아주 기다란 사다리를 타고 올라가지. 그러면 땅 전체가 한눈에 들어와. 둥지와 뒷골목, 외곽까지 전부 다. 그런 다음에 내려다보면 이번엔 온 도시에 불이 꺼져 있어. 모든 것에 종말이 다가온 듯 말이야. 어떤 움직임도 보이지 않는 고요한 죽음. 맞아, 그건 죽음 그 자체인 거야.
데미안, 넌 외곽에 가본 적이 있는 거야? 나는 두려움에 속삭여 물었다. 외곽은 누구도 가선 안 되는 곳이고 갈 수도 없는 장소였으니까.
싱클레어, 세상은 사람들이 정한 것처럼 가야 할 곳과 가지 말아야 할 곳으로 나눠지는 것이 아니야. 너는 이 둥지에 자유와 사랑이 존재한다고 생각하니? 외곽은 오히려 이것보다 풍요로워. 나는 오래전부터 생각해오던 것이 있었고 어쩌면 외곽에서 그 답을 찾을 수 있을지 모른다고 생각했거든.
데미안과 이야기할 때면 나는 내 영혼이 조금 더 성숙해지는 것이 느껴졌다. 하지만 의치 시술에 대한 나의 두려움이라던가 크로모와의 기묘한 관계라던가 하는 건 대화의 소재로 삼지 않았다. 그는 나에게 이것저것을 궁금해하긴 했지만 나는 불어 말하지 않았다. 내 안의 은밀한 두려움까지 끄집어내기에는 부끄러웠던 것이다. 그리고 마침내 크로모와의 약속의 날이 다가왔다.
싱클레어, 너희 집에 있는 지하실 말이야. 구경시켜줄 수 있어?
그녀의 말은 너무나도 갑작스레 그리고도 깃털마치 가볍게 들려와서 떨어진 지우개를 주워달라고 하는 것만큼 당연한 부탁을 하는 것만 같아. 나도 모르게 긍정하려는 것을 간신히 막아야만 했다. 우리 집 지하실은 왜?
내가 우연히 들은 이야기가 맞다면 그곳은 엄청난 곳과 연결되어 있거든. 꼭 확인해봐야 할 게 있어.
하지만 부모님이 좋아하지 않으실 텐데. 그런 말들은 나조차 말해놓고 부끄러워지기에 차마 입 밖으론 꺼내지 못했다.
내가 확인만 제대로 할 수 있다면 싱클레어, 저번에 했던 약속 확실하게 지킬 수 있다고 보증할게. 지하실 열쇠를 몰래 가져와주면 길 안내는 내가 할 수 있으니까.
그녀의 말에 숨어있는 기시감을 끝끝내 찾아내지 못한 나는 천천히 고개를 끄덕였고 그렇게 악의 세계가 우리 집 한가운데에서 시작되었다.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만
물러서지
기다려줄게.
않겠습니다.
다음은 침묵을 남겨두죠.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 야호. 이기는 편
머리통을
우리 편.
박살내주마.
처리했어! 완전한
치명적인 한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요.
타겟 무력화 확인.
머리통을
공적을
박살내주마.
인사과에 보고해두겠습니다. 공격 능력 평가?
내 피가 배고파했어.
머리통을
제대로
박살내주마.
고쳤는데.
그치?
처리했어! 다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠. 위협 대상 제거. 목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
부모님의 눈을 피해 지하실 열쇠를 몰래 훔친 후 나는 약속했던 대로 크로머와 만나 지하실로 내려갔다. 크로머가 안내한 곳은 지하실 속 좁은 환풍구였다. 환풍구를 한참 기어가자 어둡고 매캐한 냄새가 가까워지고 쥐들이 돌아다니는 것 같은 소리가 났다. 옷은 점점 더러워지고 있었고 목은 말라오며 집에 돌아가고 싶다는 생각이 간절해져만 갔다. 그때 여태까지와는 다른 냄새가 주변을 감싸고 있다는 사실을 눈치챘다.
너도 느껴지지?
크로머가 속삭이는 소리가 들려왔다.
앞에 뭔가 있는 거야.
만약 돌아가야 할 마지막 기회가 남아있다면 지금일지도 몰랐다. 지금이라도 그녀를 만류하고 온갖 달콤한 회유를 끼얹으며 다음을 기약하는 게 나았을지도 몰랐다. 그녀에게 그따위 사탕발림이 통하지 않을 거라는 것을 알면서도. 하지만 나는 갑자기 사악한 호기심이 들기 시작했다. 처음으로 악당들과 같은 세계 속으로 걸어가고 있다는 느낌이 들었다. 왜였을까? 나는 돌아가는 것을 포기했다. 그게 마지막 기회라는 것을 어렴풋하지만 확실하게 알고 있었으면서. 그 광경은 정말이지 두 번 다시는 보기 힘들 정도로 끔찍한 장면이었다. 이걸 단순히 괴물이라고 표현할 수 있을까? 그러기에는 지성이 있는 것처럼 보였고 인간이라고 하기에는 어딘가 단단히 잘못된 듯이 보였다. 두려움에 몸부림치며 나는 이 세계에 발을 들인 것을 후회하기 시작했다. 왜 기회를 걷어차고 나서야 다시금 기회가 올 수 없을지 기원하는 꼴불견 같은 짓을 하는 걸까? 그런 후회와 함께 이건 아마 죽을 때까지 잊을 수 없는 장면이 될 거라는 확신이 뇌리를 파고 들어왔다. 그러면 나는 돌아가야겠어. 하지만 크로마는 달랐다. 그녀는 아주 황홀한 일생에 대단한 무언가를 마주한 사람처럼 하염없이 그 풍경을 보며 취해 있었다. 어떤 말도 들리지 않는 것처럼 보이는 크로머를 두고 나는 뒤로 기어갔다. 왜 우리 집 근처에 그런 끔찍한 곳이 연결되어 있는 걸까? 왜 크로머는 이 사실을 알고 있는 걸까? 왜 크로머는 두려워하지 않는 걸까? 뒤에서 바람을 타고 크로머의 오싹한 휘파람 소리가 들리는 것만 같았다. 다음날 크로머는 아무렇지 않게 학교에 나왔다.
싱클레어, 내게 귀중한 것을 보여줘서 정말 고마워. 이건 내 보답이야.
그러더니 그녀는 정체모를 동전 2개를 내 손에 쥐어주었다.
항상 가지고 있도록 해. 알았지?
고개를 끄덕이지 않을 수는 없었다. 그 후 매일 밤 환풍구 너머의 그 풍경은 악몽처럼 나를 괴롭혀댔고 나는 자연스레 크로머를 피하게 되었다. 그녀를 바라보는 것만으로도 두려움과 기시감에 절여져 떨어들 내가 그려졌다. 그러나 아직 크로머에게는 받아내야 할 것이 있었다. 지하실 열쇠. 만약 부모님이 우연이라도 열쇠 정리를 하는 날엔 금방 들통이 날지도 모르는 일이었다. 나는 따뜻한 세계에 계시는 부모님을 처음으로 배신했고 더 이상 그들의 세계와는 같은 곳에 있지 않다는 것을 확정당하는 것이 싫어. 두려움에 떨었다. 크로머, 이제 돌려주지 않을래?
뭘 말이야?
지하실 열쇠. 용기를 쥐어짜낸 어느 날 크로머는 예상치 못한 말을 들었다는 웃음을 터뜨려댔고 겁에 질린 나는 뒤로 천천히 물러섰다.
무슨 말을 하려고 그렇게 쩔쩔매나 했더니 좋아, 돌려줄게. 싱클레어, 열쇠는 이제 우리한테 필요 없거든. 그리고 말이야, 네 원망은 틀림없이 이루어질 거야, 싱클레어. 의치 시술을 받지 않고 싶다는 거 말이야. 약속 기억하지? 너는 내 원망을 이뤄줬거든. 그 보답이야.
열쇠를 받았다는 안도감에 사로잡혀 크로머가 무슨 이야기를 하는지 정확히 알아차리지 못했던 내 무지함을 저주한다. 크로머가 말하는 우리가 누구였는지, 왜 이제는 필요 없다고 한 건지, 내 원망을 어떤 식으로 이뤄주겠다는 소리인지 단 한마디도 묻지 않았던 내 어리석음을 후회하고 저주한다.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야.
제압
알지?
실시.
Back to our regularly scheduled advert.
기절했나?
So, it's actually, I guess I can give that one up. It's never directly confirmed what Abno they're looking at. But the fact that,
인도적인 조치는
but the fact that there has been no evidence of nothing there being here, as well as the fact that it is a red fleshy tendril that can apparently barely be called a human, it is very likely that what she saw was either nothing there or an aberration of it. At least that's the popular theory. I was gonna go over all the theories at the end of the dungeon. Because there was a very good... Howdy! There's a very good reason as to why I never went over any theories in Chapter 2. But I was gonna wait until we were done with all this, but unfortunately, I think this is the chapter that is the most adversely affected by combat breaking up all the cutscenes. It's a little bit difficult to talk without breaking any of the established tone.
임무 시작.
결국 크로머한테 열쇠를 넘겼었구나.
어떻게 알았어? 데미안은 말을 하지 않은 것까지도 모두 알아채는 능력이 있었다. 언젠가 그에 관해 물어보았더니 사람을 자세히 관찰해보면 알게 될 일이라고만 말했을 뿐 더 이상 자세히는 말해주지 않았다.
싱클레어, 앞으로 더욱 힘들고 괴로운 일들이 널 연달아서 덮쳐올지도 몰라. 하지만 포기해선 안 돼. 그 고통이 널 더욱 아름답게 성장시켜줄 거니까.
제 아무리 어려운 말도 데미안의 입을 거치면 모두 그럴듯해지고 마는 그에게는 그런 신비한 힘이 있었다. 그의 말을 들으면 나는 꼭 성장할 수 있을 것 같았다. 그럴 가치가 있는 존재가 될 수 있을 것 같았다. 하지만 잘은 이해가 안 돼. 데미안.
네가 알아내. 그런 다음에 나에게 답을 말해줘.
말투는 부드러웠고 눈은 웃고 있었음에도 어째서인지 그래야만 할 것 같다는 생각이 들었다. 그 눈동자에는 분명 특별한 힘이 있는 게 분명했다. 눈만 마주치면 힘이 풀리고 무력해지는 특별한 힘. 하지만 그렇다면 왜 일말의 언급조차 해주지 않았는지 나는 지금까지도 궁금해지곤 한다.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈
Oh, we got
거야.
a big fight this time. Okay.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
I'm unsure as to who my favorite Sinclair. Who's your favorite Sinclair? Oh, I guess I'd have to say it's Sinclair.
무얼 잘못했는지
When I
아는
was going
것부터
through my first playthrough, I
시작을 했어.
think Sinclair probably was #1 for a time.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
그 누구도 볼 수
100초만
없게.
Where it stands
기다려줄게.
right now, we will find out later. But even back then, I remember it was flip-flopping between Sinclair and Heathcliff.
너무 쉽잖아?
타겟 무력화 확인.
공적을 인사과에
제압
보고해드리겠습니다.
Presumed big boy fight as I proceed to handle it summarily. Ooh, sorry, that's a wrong take around these parts. Ooh, sorry. You just gave a wrong opinion on the
공격
internet.
능력 평가.
Anyway, here's your IP
야호.
address.
어우, 제대로 붙였는데.
야호. 이기는
그
편,
누구도 볼
우리
수
편.
없게.
처리했어. 임무 시작.
그날은 크리스마스 이브로 온 마을에 종소리와 기쁨으로 가득 차 있을 때였다. 성야의 가호 아래에 나는 돌아가서 가족들에게 나름의 고해를 해볼 생각이었다. 지하실 열쇠를 훔친 바보 같은 실수를 저질렀지만 나는 다시 모범적인 아들로 돌아갈 것이라고. 그 시간 동안 나는 너무도 괴롭고 끔찍했다고. 내가 속한 세계가 얼마나 평화롭고 만족스러웠는지 절실히 깨달았다고. 그러면 가족들은 처음엔 잠깐 놀라겠지만 이내 날 그 낙원의 공간으로 받아들여줄 것이다. 분명 그랬을 것이다. 하지만 원래 같았다면 정문 앞에 설 때부터 나를 반겨줄 로봇 강아지의 소리가 들렸어야 했지만 집은 고요한 밤 아래에 둘러싸여 있을 뿐이었고 뒤이어 내가 마주한 건 멸망에 뒤집혀버린 낙원이었다.
싱클레어 도망쳐.
누군가가 아버지의 머리를 내리친다. 녹슨 은색의 갑주를 입고 있는 괴상한 인물이다.
인간되지 아니한 것들이 인간성을 흠모하여 거짓 감정을 남발하다니.
내버려둬 기도. 불순물들 특유의 생존 본능이야. 아니, 전기가 끊기는 것을 두려워할 뿐이라고 하는 게 맞나?
기계 파편과 피, 살점들이 공중에 튀었다가 다시 바닥으로 떨어진다.
싱클레어, 너 왔구나.
피와 살점이 묻은 망치를 든 채로 크로머가 다가온다.
아, 이거 말이야? 난 옛날부터 저런 더러운 놈들이랑 조금만 엮여도 불결해서 참을 수가 없었거든. 왜냐하면 나는 사람을 사랑하는 파괴주의자니까. 그런데 그런 불순한 새끼들의 자식이기까지 하면 내가 널 어떻게 해야 할까, 싱클레어?
나의 다리는 힘이 풀린 지 오래다. 입도 마찬가지다. 온몸의 모든 요소가 자기 멋대로 움직이는 것만 같았다. 눈앞에 크로머의 발이 보였다. 차마 고개를 들 수도 없었다. 그렇게 가까워져서야 두려운지 눈이 질끈 감겼다. 아버지와 어머니와 누나를 으깬 살점이 남아있는 저 망치가 나를 향해 다가올 거란 생각을 하니 견딜 수 없을 정도로 두려웠다. 하지만 아무런 기척도 없다. 의아해진 나는 조심스럽게 눈을 떠서 고개를 들었다. 크로머는 나를 바라보고 있었다. 언젠가 내가 책상에 앉아있을 때 자신의 이름을 알려주며 말을 걸어왔을 때처럼 완벽한 미소를 지으며.
하지만 너는 내 영웅이야, 싱클레어.
그러더니 내 교복 셔츠 주머니에 손을 넣어 동전 하나를 꺼내간다. 나에게 쥐어준 둔잎의 동전이다.
앞으로 무엇이든 의심하고 불안해하고 끊임없이 나를 떠올리면서 겁에 질린 채 살아. 그러다가 때가 되면 내가 널 부를 거야. 어이, 이 아이를 안전한 곳으로 옮겨. 누구라도 손대면 내가 가만두지 않겠어.
엄습하는 이명과 구둣발 소리, 그리고 어지러움 속에서 나는 그대로 기절했다.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
당신들은 상관없을
I don't
텐데요.
think Sinclair had a very good family life.
머리통을 박살내주마.
You know, there were some ups
머리다.
and downs.
공격 능력 평가?
You know, one in particular.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
적들이 흔들흔들.
머리통을
기회
박살내주마.
아니야?
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오. 자, 완전한 짐들.
너무 쉽잖아.
야호. 이기는 편,
머리통을
우리 편.
박살내주마.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오. 완전한 침묵.
타겟 무력화 확인.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
공작을 인사과에 보고해두겠습니다.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
Why are they all guarding?
자.
승객이 딱콩 한 번 먹였어.
기절했나?
적들이 흔들흔들.
물러서지
기회
않겠습니다.
아니야? 야호. 이기는 편,
제압 실시.
우리 편.
You know, I'm trying to remain relatively quiet so that way I can, you know, maintain the atmosphere and the mood of the cutscenes, but man, these fights take a long time. Like I said, I think this is the chapter that is the most adversely affected by there being combat in between the cutscenes. The other ones usually have a longer gap between them, or usually it's not quite so disruptive.
너무 쉽잖아.
이번엔 어떤 짓을 한 악인들이요?
정신을 차리니 햇빛으로 잔뜩 달궈져 뜨거워진 한낮의 골목길 한가운데였다. 난 그곳에서 멍하니 누워 있었다. 길가 곳곳에 아지랑이가 피어오르는 것이 보였다.
싱클레어, 네 세계에 금이 갔구나.
내가 데미안을 봤을 때 종종 느꼈던 위화감의 정체를 알 것도 같았다. 어째서 그 아이는 항상 발걸음 소리가 나지 않았던 걸까? 왜 모든 건 고독하고 조용하게 어디에도 속하지 않은 듯 고요하게 다가오는 걸까? 가족의 죽음도, 악의 세계도, 절망도, 그리고 너도.
두렵니, 싱클레어?
그는 내게 말했다. 모든 것을 관통하여 보고 있다는 듯이, 그리고 그 모든 것이 예정된 수순에 지나지 않는다는 듯이, 심지어 그는 알고 있는 듯이 대답을 기다리지 않고 말했다.
언젠가 전부 깨버린 채 박차가 오를 날이 오겠지. 나는 전부 끄집어내진 널 보고 싶어.
입 밖으로 꺼내지 못하고 있던 나의 속대답이 어떨 것이라는 걸 이미 알고 있다는 듯. 그러나 그의 말은 온기가 가득한 듯 하면서도 제대로 익지 않은 칠면조에 차가운 내부를 씹는 것만 같은 서늘한 기분이 들어 나는 다시 한번 정신을 잃을 수밖에 없었다.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
처리했어! 대성공이야. 가론 신나. 노래 부를까?
치명적인 한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아.
너무 쉽잖아.
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어? 너희 중에 부상 인원이 생긴 것
제압
같은데?
실시.
공세에서 벗어날 수 있게 적의 주의를 분산시켜보죠. 지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
뭐 위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
쨍그랑 부위가 조각났어. 계속해도 돼.
지금은 기세를 다시
제압
잡았군요.
실시.
뭐 위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
완전한 침묵.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
Oh, there's not even a cutscene this
오케이.
time.
작전
Here I was being
지역
all quiet and ready
확인했어.
for it.
네,
Okay.
입감 양호합니다.
Three of these guys? Damn.
그 누구도 볼 수
I
없게.
think that's a bit much. I say it as if I'm already not knowing that I have, like, effectively a gun in the back. Like, if I ever actually struggle, I have the problem solvers waiting in the wings.
적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석이.
Plus, this dude definitely seems easier than the last one.
처리해볼까요? 인도적인 조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
Also, because we have Sandy for friends.
쨍그랑 부위가 조각났어.
부위
계속
하나의
해도 돼.
대상이 반복되네요.
살려주마. 그것도 아주 제대로 말이야. 와, 아주 박살이 나는
승객들,
걸.
저거
일개
깨뜨렸어.
아기들을 해치우잖아요.
변상할 필요는 없으니까 계속 해도 돼. 적들이 흔들흔들.
제압
뒤를-
실시.
아니야.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오. 다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
공격 능력 평가? 야!
어우,
기절했나?
제대로 꽂혔는데. 타겟 무력화 확인.
제압 실시.
공격을 인사과에
About to
보고해두겠습니다.
become staggered from poison oil.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠. 처리했어.
야호. 이기는
그 누구도
편,
볼수
우리
없게.
편.
너무 쉽잖아.
임무 시작. 어땠어, 싱클레어? 네 마음속에 나 있는 길에서 정답은 찾을 수 있었니?
그럼
눈 그렇게 뜨지 마. 아직 때가 되지도 않았는데 널 죽여보고 싶잖아. 아니야, 참아야지. 당장의 재미보다는 더 중요한 일이 있으니까.
싱클레어, 공명하기 시작한 황금가지를 회수하려면
알아요. 황금가지가 아니었어도 저 개새끼는 제가 찢어 마실 거예요.
싱클레어, 언제부터 그런 말을 배운 거야? 너 같지 않아 보여서 우습잖아. 그래도 뭐 친구들도 많이 생긴 것 같고 이번에는 도망치지 않을 거지?
너네 분위기 완전 좋다. 무전기 너머로도 느껴져.
네, 이번 공격은 꽤 효과적일 것 같아요.
Cromer. First, actually, a sign. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer. Once 3 strokes have been drawn. If you've collected 3 or more of a sign, Sinclair gains 1 attack power up and 2 protection every turn. At the start of the turn, if an unbroken part has bleed or burn, heal 15% of max HP and gain 3 attack power up. Its healing and status effect gained or decreased based on the number of sign down to 0. So, I will say one thing. For those of you who have not fought Cromer pre-nerf, this line wasn't here. Originally, she was effectively just immune to bleed or burn. You didn't have a way of mitigating it. If you had a bleed or burn team, go fuck yourself. And that's her shtick. You can't bleed or burn her. And she has a unique status ailment too, Gaze. Take plus 20% damage from Pierce and Blunt skills for 1 turn. The ally that defeats the marked unit heals 10 SP. That's from Incorp, but also apply 1 Fanatic. Okay, that's not very relevant, but sure. Alright. And the Courage to Triumph Fear. Yeah, this is the Signs reward. Let's get some passives going, shall we? I haven't really talked about it yet, but egos have their own passive. Once you've used an ego once in combat, I believe you only get 1 at a time, but I'm not actually certain about that. But once you have used an ego once in combat, you will gain access to their passive. Snag Harpoon is gain plus 2 clash power in clashes where the win rate is in the unit's favor, so favored or high or very high, whatever the hell it's called. And then minus 2 in clashes that are struggling or hopeless. Very nice, actually. That's extremely good. You should only be having positive clashes anyway, and it just makes those clashes better. Or, I don't have that one, never mind. Or we have, on the target, if the target had burn, inflict 1 burn. So, no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna activate Snag Harpoon's passive. This is once per person. Sangre de Sancho, if the target has bleed on hit, heal 3 HP. Life, I don't have that one. And I don't have that one, never mind. Just not doing that one. Forgot I have my egos shuffled weirdly. Tactical Perfection. If the unit did not get hit at all during the turn, gain 1 damage up next turn. Up to a max of 3. That's really good. That's up to 30% more damage. And this one is, at the start of the turn, gain 1 pierce damage up. On hit with heads coins, inflict 1 bind and 1 rupture count next turn. That is also extremely good. It's, do you want to deal more damage, or do you want to have speed control, as well as a little bit more damage from rupture? I don't think she has any pierce attacks. I'm actually gonna go with the bind. Plus, we also have never actually seen Ebony Stem, so we can show that one off too.
단테 씨, 무슨 일이야?
If the coin skill hits with a different side from the previous coin in the same skill, lose 5 SP and gain 1 damage up this turn. Okay, that one's bad. Tails coins inflict 1 burn. Don't want that because we don't want to burn her. After defeating an enemy that mainly targets this unit at the start of the combat phase, okay, that involves killing, so this is only 1 enemy, so that doesn't really work. What is cast? Plus 1 SP heal efficiency and minus the... no. I'm good. On hit with a pierce skill, inflict 1 bind. I think she only does blunt. Okay, so none of these are good either. Well, I guess that's that. We get 2. Oh well. There's your ego passive tutorial, I guess. Let's fight Chroma, shall we? It also gave us a chance to have the song play in the background. For those who came from Ruina and were expecting it, oh yes, we get Millie songs. This is her.
승리를 위해서라면
가자.
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
She's actually constantly draining our sanity. If you notice, every time we enter into a clash with her, we're getting -10 sanity. At least most of the time. Worse if we use a pride skill for another -5. If I would go through this dungeon again, I would not actually get that book. Because it just drains your own sanity if you use pride skills, which isn't good.
100초만 기다려줄게.
제압 실시.
We need to get our sanity up. We're just gonna have to take some rough clashes for a while. Why was Ishmael staggered? Nothing had happened. Very strange. Also, I'm dying. God damn it. I'm gonna need to, like, actually play the game. Okay, this team sucks. And we already knew that, but wow, I do nothing.
작전 지역 진입.
Oh, we activated all of her passes for being at low health.
입감 양호합니다.
Gain additional poise. Keys 1 coins, coin 1 and 2 additional time. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Unused deal 10 SP damage. Inflict bleed, SP damage. Combat start, inflict gaze. Okay. That's all to be expected. Alright, let's try to actually clash. She's just refusing to do as such. What? I said dominating. Oh, you said dominating. Ugh. That's hopeless. Rodion, please. That inflicts bleed. We don't want that. Ugh. I guess she just doesn't get to play the game.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
What happened here? Gaze of the one who grips. Staggered for this turn. Take plus 100% damage. That's not what they said Gaze did. You bastard. I shall claim your life. On clash, lose, the user becomes staggered. On hit, stagger the target and inflict 10 fragile. What is going on in here? Also, all of these suck, and I can't actually stop this off of
악인들을 해치우세나.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I might need to just swap teams off. Like, this team could probably work, but I, like, fucked up the early game so much, and I have none of the good egos that would allow me to get my sanity back. Like, ugh. And I don't even have, like, a solo build kind of cheese going on.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Yeah, the whole time I had spent with the... That whole time I had spent trying to get my ego resources up, and I don't even have the sanity to be using it. This sucks. I don't think any of these restore sanity. Okay, this restores sanity, but it's still a net -2, or -3, so no. If this heals HP, I'll take it.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게. 다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
나무와 함께 베어 남겨드리죠.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
제대로 꽂혔는데?
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
Accept the pain. Deal and take 100% more damage. Defensive skill, final power -5. So she effectively cannot evade us.
악인들을 해치우세나!
자.
지금은 기세를
For
다시
endlessly
잡았군요.
draining my sanity is
뭐
infuriating,
위기에
by the
강하다
way. Just
그런
in
거야?
case you were wondering. And she gazed at me again, yeah. Hey, we need to just kill her. Bit much? I'm fuck, that's fine shit. At least this is just a bomb. Just drop. Hope for the best.
제압 실시.
Rolls a 33. Hopefully it's just kid. And I rolled a tails.
이것도 받아보시게나.
They're dead. Oh, no, the auto revive mask kicked in. Nice. Oh. She's one of these fights. So me trying to save Otis by killing her before she could attack a staggered Otis did not work. We call this fun and engaging.
자, 때가 됐어, 싱클레어. 두 번째 동전. 마지막 기회를 가져갈게.
나한테 왜 그러는 거야? 왜? 하필?
싱클레어, 내가 왜 지하실 열쇠를 순순히 돌려줬는지 알아? 그건 말이지. 이미 이곳을 발견했기 때문도 열쇠를 복사했기 때문도 아니야. 네가 나의 열쇠였기 때문이야. 나는 말이지, 벌어질 수많은 미래를 들여다보는 방법을 알고 있어. 그 중에 너와 내가 함께 온 둥지를 돌아다니면서 곳곳에 퍼져있는 모든 이단을 썰어버리고 다니는 미래도 보았지. 역겨운 이단의 신체 슬하에서 성장한 너지만 그들이 역겹다고 느낄 수 있는 너였으니까 말이야. 재밌지? 너는 그 할버드로 이단들의 머리를 꿰뚫고
거짓말하지 마!
나는 망치로 머리통을 신나게 박살내고
하지 마!
그 세계의 너는 정말이지 누구보다 자유롭고 초월한 듯 보였어.
아니야! 거짓말이야!
거짓말인지 아닌지는 시작됐어. 드디어 나의 최종적인 원망이 이루어지는 시간이야. 싱클레어, 나를 찢어 마셔봐. 할 수 있다면.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Cromer, the dreamer of human wholeness. At the start of the turn, if the unbroken part has bleed or burn, you have 15% of max HP and gain 3 power up. Start with turn 3, become ecstatic every 2 turns. With all the Maw's physical resistances changed to fatal. Cromer's main body is brought to 50% HP, she gains Purify for the remaining turns. All parts gain 3 bind and 3 damage up, and their phys resistance changes to fatal. When the arm is broken, the part is inflicted with 2 attack power down. Bind and paralyze this part. Here we go.
악인들을 해치우세나!
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
전술적으로 불리한 판단일 텐데요.
뭐 항상 정답일 수는 없잖아. 완벽한 일이랑은 다르니까. 오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
제압 실시.
전술의 승리네요.
오, 대단한 지휘인데 관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
기절했나? 적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Gain instinct. Fragile and bleed. Targets below 30% HP plus 100% damage. If target's HP is below 30%, kill them and heal 30 HP.
제압 실시.
다음에는 머리다.
너희 중에 부상 인원이 생긴 것 같은데?
공세에서 벗어날 수 있게 적의 주의를 분산시켜보죠.
제압 실시.
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
머리통을 박살내주마.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
Alright, now that we've been in this fight for long enough, I think it's time for me to say, it's very funny that this phase of her is way easier than the other one. Because she's no longer endlessly draining my sanity.
제압 실시.
Such a good song. I can't turn it up anymore, it sucks. Like, I want it to be louder. Cromwell is breathing heavily. Perhaps it's a side effect of the transformation? Her posture is unstable and her eyes are looking elsewhere. With her focus disrupted, we might be able to land a critical strike. Who's able to seize that opportunity? I really wanted to be Sinclair, but unfortunately, he's not particularly good at that one. Ishmael circled around Cromer's fleshy mass to disorient her. Soon enough, she let her guard down. Ishmael didn't miss this chance to deliver a devastating blow. It seemed pretty effective. A deep, indelible wound was left on Cromer's body. Could this be it? Cromer, the dreamer of human wholeness, got staggered.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
당신들은 상관없을지도요?
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
너무 쉽잖아?
그래, 그거야. 고통스럽지, 증오스럽지. 전부 받아들여. 남기지 말고 모조리. 나를 봐. 가장 순수한 인간에 가까운 이 모습을, 이 육체와 살기를. 너희들 누구 하나도 범접 못할 순수함의 강력함을. 싱클레어, 너 지금 너무 인간답다. 너도 나처럼 될 수 있는 거야.
내가 너를...
싱클레어, 사실은 무서웠지. 가족도 잃고 모르는 사람들이랑 버스를 타고 돌아다니면서 하고 싶지 않은 일을 억지로 하고. 사실 네가 있을 곳은 여기가 아니라는 마음이 들었지. 도망치고 싶었지. 다 그만두고 싶었지. 그렇지.
반드시
함께하자. 싱클레어, 피하지 말고 받아들여. 나의 원망을 완성시켜줘. 고통을 받아들여야 해. 우린 고통마저도 초월한 순간에야 다시 태어날 수 있어. 살점을 채우고 피를 쏟고 가장 인간다운 것을 매 순간 늘려가면서 만인의 도시에 존재하는 불순물이 걸러진 가장 순수한 세상으로.
엄마, 아빠, 누나. 가족들은 나 때문에 죽었어. 말해서는 안 되는 것을 말해버렸어.
그래, 모두 네 잘못이야. 그러니까 받아들여. 그래야 완전하게 거듭날 수 있어. 나를 따라와. 내 손에 쥐어지는 거야.
그래야만 가장 중요한 것이 보일 테니까. 가장 중요한 것을 볼 수 있다면 얕은 겁박이나 속임수로 네 자신을 죽이지 않아도 될 거야. 그렇지, 싱클레어?
데미안.
네가 스스로 운명을 바꾸었구나, 싱클레어. 너는 아직 겁쟁이도 아니고 영웅도 아니야. 두려움 역시 완전히 놓진 못한 것 같네. 그때도 말했지? 누군가를 두려워하는 건
그 누군가에게 자신을 지배할 힘을 내주었기 때문이라고.
맞아. 그리고 나는 다른 사람이 너를 길들이는 게 싫어. 그래서 저 크로머를 사라지게 했어. 세상은 곧 새로운 탄생을 향해 갈 거야. 그리고 그곳에는 아주 소수의 사람만이 갈 수 있어. 싱클레어, 너도 그 중 하나야. 크로머는 옛날 옛적의 사람들이 믿었다던 신님이 되려고 했어. 싱클레어는 그 걸음이 될 뻔했고. 하지만 알은 혼자서 깨야 하는 거야. 크로머는 꽤 노력했어. 싱클레어가 첫 번째 동전을 잃을 때와 똑같은 상황을 만들려고 이런저런 수도 쓰고 말야. 크리스마스까지는 시간이 많이 남았는데. 결국 자기들이 그렇게 싫어하던 가짜를 꾸미고 있었다는 건 아이러니야, 그치? 반가워, 단테. 당신이 잠깐 동안 싱클레어를 길들여줄 어른이구나. 내가 누구인지, 그리고 무슨 말을 하고 있었는지는 때가 되면 알 수 있을 거야. 싱클레어가 마음의 힘을 굳게 믿고 날아올라서 아름다운 별과 하나가 될 날이 올 때, 그때 나는 다시 돌아올 거야. 그날까지 싱클레어를 잘 부탁해, 단테. 나는 모든 지적임을 들을 수 있어, 단테. 당연히 당신의 목소리도 들릴 수밖에. 언제나 그렇듯이. 가장 중요한 건 눈에 보이지도 귀에 들리지도 않으니까 말야.
발견했습니다.
이자인 것 같습니다. 지금 주입합니까?
다른 자들은 이자만 생존해 있다면 살아날 수 있다. 이자의 신체를 수복하는데 전부 쓰도록 한다.
그분이 지원해주신 HP 앰플은 3개입니다. 전부 주입합니까?
재생 경과를 지켜보다 필요하다고 생각되면 사용하도록. 버스 녀석들, 하여간 특색 하나 잘 만나서 호강을 누리네. K사에도 인맥이 있고 말이야.
을 확인했습니다.
닭꼬치 개수는 인원수에 딱 맞게 사왔으니까 모자란다는 소리가 들리면 범인 색출은 알아서 하도록.
우와, 신기하게 생겼네요. 왜 닭을 꼬치에 꽂는 건가요?
내가 살던 곳에서도 이런 음식을 본 것 같소.
달콤한 냄새. 메피가 좋아하는 냄새.
카론, 아직 크리스마스는 한참 멀었다고.
카론의 흥을 깨지마, 벌레 양반. 카론이 크리스마스같이 느꼈다면 그런 거야.
벌레? 아니, 기껏 카론이라고 불렀더니.
뭐 그러면 그렉도 기사 양반이라고 부르든가. 왜 당하고만 살고 그래?
아휴.
뭐라는 거야, 단테? 이상한 소리 나고. 자, 단테도 닭꼬치.
관리자께서는 입이 없다.
관리자님은 말 한마디 없이도 우리를 휘어잡을 놀라운 인재시니까 없는 것이다. 알아두도록.
아니, 그렇게 덮어놓고 딸랑거리면 안 지쳐요, 오티스?
야, 이거 더 없냐? 멋있네.
이봐, 벌양. 라이터 줘.
줄여 말하면 내가 모를 것 같았어.
붉은 아니, 베르길리우스님.
왜?
본인은 주의받은 대로 행동했다고 생각하네만. 그러니 저 닭꼬치 하나 먹어도 되겠는가?
그러던지.
그림자를 줬던 나날들 남은 건 허망한 기억 불길이 나를 태운 것처럼 내 손엔 잿빛 먼지뿐 쉼없이 달려왔던 나를 죄어오던 시간들 이조차 그리워질까 먼 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있기를 내게 남은 알 수 없는 시간과 이제는 나가야 할 때 자신을 태워 사라져가는 촛불과 닮아 있구나 충고를 새도 없이 떠밀려 던져진 날 속에 내 길을 갈 수 있기를 먼 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있도록 멀리 멀리 날아가고 싶어 밤하늘의 새처럼 별에 닿을 수 있게 이 밤 또다시 찾아오겠지만 괜찮아 다 사라지네 괜찮아
God, that chapter's so fucking good. Oh my god. The game came out with 3 cantos, 3 chapters, and that was the thing that we get as a cliffhanger. Why did she, Ishmael, do the most damage? That just goes to show just how bad Mariachi Sinclair is. Mariachi Sinclair was in more fights than she was, and he did less damage than her. He was second at least. Oh my god, it's not even close. Also, oh dear fucking Jesus. Also, I don't know if, like, it's bugged or something. I don't think the Sinclair vocal track was meant to have the picture just keep zooming out to the point where we can see the black borders around it, and it just kept going. It just never stopped shrinking. Whoops. Alright. I did promise it, and we can go a little bit long. I promised theory time. Here you go. Buy one of these two. I promised theory time. So, first off, we'll do something simple. Then I'll go into the one that Bullet was the one who really started parroting it and brought all the information about. So first off, there's something to make note of. It's less so a theory, it's something to make note of. Because you know how Sinclair was like, my family life became cold and empty and distant. And you can even see it in his, you can even see it in his branch of knowledge, like his family there in the distance. It's an important thing to note that he was like, oh, it was always at the breakfast table every morning that became cold, distant, everything started to change. You know, when his family stopped eating. But you have to remember, that's a breakfast table. And when they're robots, they don't need to eat anymore. Despite all of that, Sinclair's family kept meeting him and him alone every morning just to keep the family together. It never was about the fact that they were eating, is that it was about spending time with the family. Even if they lost the convenient excuse to having to eat breakfast together, they kept meeting up. It's a small thing, but it goes to show that they really did care, you know? That they didn't deserve all of this, and that Sinclair's animosity, while understandable, it was still just a simple mistake, that there was love there, you know? And it makes sense that how he could have come to the conclusions he came to. Like, that's understandable. He's young, you know? Life happens. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but these things do occur. Now, okay. Here's the main thing. Who is Damien? Is who we're gonna be talking about. Now, the main proof of this is, what is that mark that is appearing on Damien and Sinclair's head? Well, the reason why I didn't propose a theory in Chapter 2 is because it was a setup chapter. If you remember, Sonya showed up to see if anyone had the mark. And he saw that Rodion didn't. However, he saw it on a few of ours. That mark is actually a biblical mark, for those of you who don't know. That mark is a one-to-one with the mark of Cain. It is an exact replica. Like, it's the mark of Cain, you know, the one who committed the first sin. Now, this is when things are getting a little funky, and some people will call bullshit, because when I was going through the Scion called bullshit on this theory in particular. Cain's first son was named Enoch. And we know Damien came, or has at least been to the outskirts. We're absolutely going into the territory that Damien is Enoch. Look at the way they talk. The fact that Damien is, like, noticeably more pale than everyone else. Which is such just a weird slant like 0% into the theory. But the fact that he's notably pale, so he looks like the white skin tone of all of the characters from Lobotomy Corporation. And also the fact that Damien looks like an aged up Enoch. If you actually grab the artwork, actually, you know what? I think I have it. Here, give me a second. I think I have it lying around here somewhere. An image of both Damien and Enoch together. This is the theory that Bullet was positing, and then he went out to go get evidence for it to see if anyone else had thought of it, which, yes, they had. And so, let me see. He found this, which is just like the direct comparison. Let me see if I can find it. Just because I know this one's a bit more of like a, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not quite as strong of a connection for this one, you know? Where the fuck is it? Oh, this isn't it, but this is a cool one too. In case you guys wanted to see the direct comparisons, these are the locations. That's a fun one. And let me see if I can. I don't need to put the Be Right Back screen up. I already did what I needed to. All right, I need to put the Be Right Back screen up. I want to see if this is it. No, damn it. Where is it? It's just a direct image comparison of Damien and Enoch and what they both look like. It's just a convenient visual aid for what I'm going on about. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. It's honestly just look up what Enoch looked like and then reference what Damien looked like. They do look remarkably similar. But, and then it's the other one. Then this isn't even done. I can't find it. So this isn't even done either. Like, we're not done yet with this theory about the whole, like... about the whole, Damien being Enoch. Because, remember, this is a two-part theory. Because you have to remember, Sonya had said a few of your team.
금일 작업은 95%.
Am I able to see, like, a picture of Dante anywhere? I want like a picture of him. Just like, here, let me like go into just watch a random cutscene. Here. I need to just see Dante talk. Here, sure, that'll work. Just so I need a visual aid for this one. And I need to see Dante up here. Like, on screen with mine own two God-given eyes. Shut up, Yuri. Also, she's back. Where's Dante? There he is. So, do you remember what the mark looked like? It went ... and then one short line to the top left, and then a longer line down right. ... short line, long line. These motherfuckers are absolutely implying that Dante's face, the face of this motherfucker's clock, is the goddamn mark of Cain. What the fuck does any of this mean? I have no idea. But that shit's mint. That's in there. That's evidence. There it is. There's your theory. This is the 2-chapter theory. The fact that Damien's Enoch. Because, like, why can Damien also understand Dante? This might be just wrong. Like, there could be a different explanation for why people can understand Dante. But it's said to be that they've, like, resonated with Dante to be able to understand him. I would assume that someone who spent a long time around Mr. Theory who Dante is would probably also be able to understand him. That one's a little bit of a reach. I might be going a bit far with that one, but like, who really knows? Maybe they're all coming together. Maybe we're getting the theories, you know? I think that's it, though. I was sitting out here I was really hoping no one in chat was gonna be like, hey, look, it's Damien, and by that I mean Enoch. I was really hoping no one would do that. Also, yes, in case you are curious, because they directly confirmed it, there is, in fact, an Sinclair. There's an N Corp Sinclair, as he is the Dark Timeline, and hilariously enough, he's the one who shell grip. And for the people who don't know Limbus Company, this is top 3 of the best IDs in the entire game. This dude hits harder than like any other identity in the entire game. And they also made the obligatory, the one who grips Faust, and she's just Chromer. And now I can actually inflict gaze, which that's the reason why it does play tick plus 20% damage from Pierce and Blunt skills. It also makes me think that that's why the gaze description wasn't consistent in the Chromer fight, because it was displaying this gaze and not the gaze that she is inflicting onto you. It's actually why they had to specify nails, because now we can inflict nails. They had to specify it as N-Corp nails that the enemies apply. That does different things than these nails. So I'm assuming that they just didn't make a Chromer's gaze rather than just gaze and things started breaking. But random final fun trivia. If you bring the one who grips Faust and the one who shell grip and Claire into the Chromer fight, she will get auto-staggered on turn 1. And she'll go like, but it was meant to be me, not you. Oh! And then, you know, explode, I guess. She just gets real fucking sad and uppity. It's actually fun, too, because you actually have an N-Corp version of all of them. Oh, you have to have both N-Claire and Faust, I believe is the criteria. Oh. Huh. Neat. Because I remember her dialogue is like, why is he with her, you know? I remember that being the dialogue. Maybe they changed it. But, yeah, for people who are fucking getting filtered by Chromer, if you ever want an easy way of doing it, just get him. And he auto-staggers for turn 1, and it's hilarious. We also have a Guido Merceau, and you can see why he was coming back, too. He's got the heal juice in his face, which, yeah, he's just a disgusting aberration. Bastard, look at this. He's cheating. He has a robot in his face this whole time. Oh, that bastard. No, you turn back. So I guess I'll reward people who stuck around this long.
금일 작업은 95% 마무리가 되었습니다.
I completely forgot to do this.
P-박스에 도달할 것 같네요.
Nasty. But if people want it, here you go. If people actually want my friend code for all this streaming garbage, I have a specific repertoire of company members that'll really help you out. I tried to pick the best 3-star of every character. I know some 2 stars are debatably better for certain strategies. I just picked 3 stars because they're the most expensive. And they're the ones that, like, oh, if you need it, they'd be the most expensive, so just buy the other stuff you need and take it from me, you know? And then look! And Claire and Faust. Isn't that nice? Yeah, and this is an O, not a 0. Just throw it into the old friends tab and it'll be good. There you go, for anyone who's stuck around this long. But there it be. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed Sinclair, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.